Hello, how is everybody doing tonight? So, we are going to finish the regular season for Season 4 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. We have 13 games remaining to this regular season. All of them will be done tonight here in round 16 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. So, we have reordered the games from least significant to most significant, meaning the games you have towards the beginning, they're not going to have as much as an impact on the playoff picture compared to the games we have towards the end of the night. So, coming up first, we're going to have a match between two eliminated teams in the Chaos Corp versus Green Bay. Neither of these teams will be advancing to the playoffs. Both teams are currently 6-9. So basically the winner will get out here 7-9. The loser will finish the season with 10 losses. Before we get started, let's talk about the standings in this final round. But first, let me ping the Discord server real quick. Live now, round 16 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, season number 4. Whoops, there we go. Wrong buttons. Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, season 4. Alright, there we go. Discord has been pinged, so there we go. Wish we gave people joining in right now. So, we'll start with the Eastern Conference standings, as well as the Eastern Conference scenarios. Alright, here's the deal. So, 4 of the 6 playoff spots have been clinched already. We have spots clinched by the Novas, No Custody, Dynamic Divorce, and Detroit. So, the first 4 spots have been clinched. Spots 5 and 6 are still open. They're currently controlled by Toronto and Buffalo. And there's one more team still alive who could possibly get into that last spot. That's going to be Miami. They're currently number 7 seed right now. So the Novas, they're 12-3. No Custody is 12-3. Dynamic Divorce is 11-4. We'll talk a little bit about that slightly later, but let's see. Detroit, they are in regardless if they win or if they lose with a 9-7 record. Because here's the deal. Let's say Detroit suffers the worst possible loss ever, because Detroit is 9-6 plus 7. Miami, first team out, they are 8-7 plus 3. Let's say Detroit suffers the worst possible loss they could, a 5-0 loss to Red plus Blue. That's going to put Detroit at 9-6 plus 2. If Miami suffers the best possible win to a 5-0 win, we have never had a 5-0 win, by the way, in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, but if such a thing were to happen, both teams would be tied with 9-7 records, plus 2 differentials, 66 KOs. Actually, no, they would not be tied at 66 KOs because Detroit has 67. Miami, they can only go up to 66. So that is how Detroit is in the playoffs because of that tiebreaker. The total KOs tiebreaker, it does not even need to go to head-to-head. Alright, so with that math figured out, that is how Detroit is clinched a spot into the playoffs with only a 9-6 record. Toronto, on the other hand, their differential is only plus 3. So Toronto, there is a non-zero chance Toronto could be out of the playoffs if they lose, Buffalo wins, and Miami wins, depending on the margins of how Toronto loses and how Miami wins. Miami, they gotta face the Novas this round. Toronto, they face Bastion this round. But as for Toronto, if they win, they're in the playoffs. If Buffalo wins, they're in the playoffs. If both Toronto and Buffalo win, those are the 2 teams in. Miami is out. Miami needs a win and Buffalo or Toronto to lose in order to get into the playoffs. There are also some scenarios that exist in which Toronto can make it to the playoffs even with a loss, but they will most likely be the number 6 seed instead of the 5. So as for the Eastern Conference, the number 1 seed has also not been determined quite yet. The number 1 seed right now is being occupied by the Novas, 12-3 record, plus 14 differential after that huge loss in the previous round. So, despite all this, the Novas have not clinched the number 1 seed yet in the Eastern Conference. There is a weird, wacky scenario where Dynamic Divorce and No Custody, both teams play each other right now in this final round. That's going to be the final game of the night. But if Dynamic Divorce wins, depending on how close of a win that is, and if Novas lose hard enough to Miami, then that creates an awkward scenario where Dynamic Divorce and No Custody are the 1 and 2 seeds. However, other scenarios do exist. If the Novas win, they are in. If No Custody wins, them and the Novas are your 1 and 2 seeds. So the Novas can clinch a first round bye with a win or Dynamic Divorce loss. Dynamic Divorce, if they want a first round bye, they have to beat No Custody straight up. If No Custody wins, they get that first round bye. So we'll see what happens. Winner of Dynamic Divorce No Custody will get a first round bye no matter what happens. So that's going to be it for the scenarios in the Eastern Conference. Over in the Western Conference, the #1 seed has already been locked up. That belongs to Your Worst Nightmare. They are currently 11-4 with a +9 record. In fact, Your Worst Nightmare is going to be the second game of the night, so the next game after this. They host Fun Gang for the final game. Fun Gang already eliminated. So we'll see Your Worst Nightmare. They're going to be playing a bunch of their bench players tonight, actually. So we're not going to see most of the starters, except for the leadoff. Let me get a sip of water before we explain the other first round bye that could happen, as well as some other teams trying to get a spot. Alright, so there is a whole bunch of funky math involving differential, but here's the TLDR regarding the #2 seed. So, I'm going to ignore a weird wacky scenario that involves a 5-0 win for the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts regarding the 2 seed. Instead, we're only going to regard the teams that could most likely get a #2 seed and that first round bye. Veridog's team, the Ditto Burritos, and the Time Zone Squad. If Veridog's team wins, they get the #2 seed. If Veridog's team loses and the Ditto Burritos win, the Ditto Burritos are in as that first round bye but there could be some differential math because of the Time Zone Squad. The Time Zone Squad is also 9-6. If the Time Zone Squad wins, the Ditto Burritos lose, and Veridog's team lose, the Time Zone Squad get a first round bye. So, there could be some differential math as well because the Ditto Burritos, they are +4, Time Zone Squad +2, so it could also be based off the margin of who wins and how they win. So that is regarding the #2 seed. As for playoff spots, there are 2 playoff spots available left in the Western Conference. The Fantasy Feet enthusiasts, 8 and 7, they currently control their destiny despite their collapse as they occupy the 5 seed. All they need to do is win against the Time Zone Squad. If they lose, because of their differential, it is more than likely they probably get eliminated because here's the deal. Underneath the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts, there are 4 teams standing with 7 and 8 records. And in this order, it's Amiibo Engage, the 456 Squadron, the Ceiling Fans, and the Critical Crashers. Amiibo Engage and the Ceiling Fans play each other this round. It's going to be the second to last game of the night. The final game to determine the Western Conference, the 456 Squadron. They also have a +1 differential alongside Amiibo Engage, but Amiibo Engage leads in the KO department by 1 KO. Meaning, however, 456 Squadron, they're on a 3-game win streak. We'll see if they can finish out that win streak, get to 4-0 in their final games. 456 Squadron's third to last game of the night as they go at Edmonton, defending champion, who is eliminated, by the way. So the defending champion will not have the opportunity to defend their title in the playoffs. Then there is the Critical Crashers. The Critical Crashers are going to need everything to go right for them if they want in. They're going to need the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts to lose. They're going to need preferably Ceiling Fans to win, 456 Squadron to lose, and for the Critical Crashers to have a good enough differential when it comes to that tiebreaker, because Critical Crashers, they have a -4 differential, Ceiling Fans, they are -3, Squadron, Engage, 0 +1 differentials, Fantasy Feet enthusiasts, even though they're 8 and 7, their differential is currently 0, so a loss would put them in the negatives, and that would most likely eliminate the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts. Alright, so I probably should have done this yapping during this final game. Sorry, this first game right here. We're going to get started with the least significant games. Chaos Corp at Green Bay is getting started right now. Your final rosters for these teams are going to be Paper Cut, Malpractice, Vespertine, Nightmare Sword, and Nachos for the Chaos Corp versus Pink Furby, Young Thug, MacBook, Lasagna, and Chuck E. Cheese. This is going to be the final game for Lasagna of his Squad Strike career for now. He will be leaving the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League when this round ends. He will not be returning for season number 5. Let's begin! I don't think there's any stakes regarding the MVP race. Actually, the MVP race, that is one thing I forgot to mention. We'll talk about the MVP race real quick. We'll talk about it during this game. Let's go over here. Let's oh dear, I gotta actually update stuff. So, I believe the MVP race right now, Joe's Byleth Farm currently leads with 22 KOs entering this round. I believe there's Crunchy's Link Phipps with 21 KOs and Ditto's Byleth Lego Batman 20 KOs. There's also a couple of Amiibo with 19 KOs, but we'll see what that MVP race looks like when the regular season ends. This is the final round of the regular season, as we see 39-35 between Paper Cut and Pink Furby. By the way, just a little heads up, we're not going to have as much of commentary on these early games. We're going to save the commentary mainly for the later games, all that, once we get to more playoff significant things. The first 2 games, we'll probably just talk more about the possible scenarios and how they affect things, as well as possible best leadoffs, all-star slots. Pink Furby will land a rest right here. She's going to actually be able to get away with it despite it not KOing. We're going to see 92 as Richter still taking some big flower damage. It's going to be 99 to 95 right now. The leadoffs, both leadoffs still alive after 1 minute. Not quite yet, more like 55 seconds. We're going to see just the... That's a forward tilt now from Pink Furby. Pink Furby going to be rolling on that top platform. Not going to do anything. Just misses the forward smash, Richter. We see Paper Cut. It's going to be, oh, that's the cross right there. 110 to 105. We see Joe with down air. It's going to be a back throw now. Both leadoffs. It's been 50, 75 seconds now, actually. It's going to be 136 to 105. This leadoff win. Oh, Pink Furry misses, and that's going to be a forward smash from Paper Cut. So Paper Cut gets a leadoff win in his final game of the regular season. So Young Thug coming out for Green Bay. By the way, we don't know how many teams are going to renew for season number 5. We'll ask about that whenever the full season is completed, including the playoffs. Just a friendly reminder, the playoffs are being split into multiple streams this season. So, tomorrow, that's when we're planning to start the playoffs. The plan for tomorrow is to only do the first round. So that's going to be the 4 different series between the 3 seeds, 3 and 6 seeds, the 4 and 5 seeds to determine who has to face those first round buys. We'll see. Young Thug already at 72%. We're going to see Young Thug coming back onto the stage. I remember last season, there were like 3 games that were like not significant of the 18, and I forgot to actually turn on my microphone for like the first 3 games. So the first 3 games were done without commentary until I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. I didn't have my mic on. I still need to re-commentate those one day, but Paper Cut, 2 KOs so far against Green Bay. MacBook is out right now. It's going to be 160 to 30 right now, 160 to 40 as for Little Mac coming back onto the stage. We see forward smash getting shielded. That's a neutral special. That's going to land, actually. So MacBook gets a KO in his final game. Malpractice is going to come out for the Chaos Corp. Down special, coming back onto the stage, 25 to 40. MacBook is getting closer and closer to having that KO meter. He's about 2 bars away. We're going to see off smash. He's 1 bar away from KO punch. He's getting closer. Malpractice, already at 88%. Forward tilt. MacBook, he has full meter, but not quite the KO punch. Now he has it available. Will he use it? He will! So MacBook, with 2 KOs, able to even things up for Green Bay. It's going to be 7 to 55 right now as Vespertine coming out for the Chaos Corp. We're going to see just Little Mac, forward tilt, does dash attack, 35 to 76. He's halfway towards another KO punch already, by the way. So it's going to be Little Mac. He does not go for the up smash. Vespertine with a forward air. That will get rid of MacBook. Lasagna, having the best game of his career, the best season of his career. This is going to be his final game in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League for a while. So we see the up throw, we're going to see the neutral air, it's 80 to 8%. It's going to be down throw from the Zelda into the neutral air. Lasagna, I believe he's had more than 15 KOs this season. 1 KO here in his final game would be nice. It's 80 to 58 right now. We're going to see Lasagna, he gets hit by the forward smash. He will survive the forward smash where now it's going to be 80 to 79 as we see back throw. Vespertine off stage right now. She's going to come back on while Lasagna waits. Lasagna doesn't go for the down tilt there. Instead, it's going to be forward smash getting parried. It's going to be Lasagna does not go for forward smash there. Interesting decision. Down throw, neutral air at high percent from the Zelda. Up air misses. Back throw, 96 to 119. Mario with the up throw. With the up air. It's 104 to 119. We see the fireball. Forward smash is going to KO Lasagna. So Lasagna, in his final game, will not get a KO. Instead, Chuck E. Cheese has a 1 versus 3 scenario. It's going to be 1 versus 2 now as Nightmare Sword comes out. We'll see what happens. There is still a King's Deity in the back for the Chaos Corp, by the way, but Chuck E. Cheese already taking 54%. 15 to 61. Nightmare Sword back onto the stage. It's going to be down tilt. We see that forward tilt again. 41 to 61. 59 to 61. Off smash. Nightmare Sword. He's already at 90%. It's going to be that side B. We're going to see 101 to 61. As we see forward smash, that's going to KO right there. So Chuck E. Cheese, he's able to bring this down to the last Amiibo in the final game. Nacho's coming out right now. We see forward tilt, just big smart forward tilts from each other. Great minds think alike. 28 to 70 right now. We see the spit, we see the up tilt, we see the up air. Chuck E. Cheese, he has the percent lead now in this game. 72 to 70 right now. Can Chuck E. Cheese make the comeback in the final game of the regular season for Green Bay? This could be a good highlight to end things right here. 91 to 116. We're going to wait for him to come back down. It's 91 to 116 still. Forward smash. That one's going to get parried. It's going to be 91 to 128. We see the forward throw. It's going to be Chuck E. Cheese. He will get hit by that Gordo right there, and he is going to fall short. So the comeback will not happen. The Chaos Corp, they're going to win their final game of the regular season. It's going to be a 5-4 win for the Chaos Corp. Alright. Paper Cut, 2 KOs as a leadoff. This game is actually to have 4 different Amiibo with 2 KOs each. So Paper Cut, MacBook, Vespertine, Chuck E. Cheese, they all get 2 KOs each in this final game of the regular season. But Nachos, he gets the game-winning KO. So we're going to update the spreadsheet data as we go regarding the MVP data. So, let me get all this junk off my laptop real quick. Forgot to do that right before because I was more focused on getting water. This game has no stakes whatsoever in the Eastern Conference, so this is just a casual game for the final round. So, the Chaos Corp, they're going to finish the regular season 7-9. Green Bay is going to finish 6-10. Alright, and this was the final game of Lasagna for now. We'll see. Because of Lasagna as well as any other Very Dog Amiibo, they will be leaving the season when this season ends, so that includes Doom for the ceiling fans. I think the other Amiibo might be on the bench. I think it was a Mario. No, not a Mario. It was a. I can't remember the other Amiibo. I think it was the. Trying to think, what were Very Dog's other Amiibo? He had 4 Amiibo. It was I think the Sephiroth, who never played a game, and one other I can't think of right now, but that's going to be it for Very Dog's Amiibo here in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. We will not be seeing that Lasagna in the next round. However, Green Bay. Even though Green Bay does finish their season 6-10, they have 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks in the upcoming draft. That is because their original first-round rookie for the season, this is probably one thing that derailed the season, the Olimar. It turned out to belong to a banned trainer, so that Olimar was banned. That was a first-round pick, so Green Bay gets compensatory first-round pick because of that incident. And then the other Amiibo in question, that's going to be Lasagna. He is leaving, so Green Bay, because Lasagna started 5 or more games, they're going to get a compensatory second-round pick. So that's going to be 4 picks in the upcoming draft for Green Bay if they want to use those picks, or maybe if they want to trade up. We'll see. Let me log into my laptop real quick, then we'll update that spreadsheet data. This stream is going to... No! I don't want to upgrade to Windows 11. No! Alright, so let me open this spreadsheet real quick. Let me get a sip of water. Or you know what? What if I just update the spreadsheet while we're doing the next game? Because the next game doesn't have too much significance either, so... Here, let me get a screenshot of this real quick. I'll update on my phone as we are going to see... Oh, I actually turned off my phone. Whoops. Get it done. Let's get back in. The next game after this, by the way, is going to be Fun Gang at Your Worst Nightmare, so let's head to that real quick. This is going to be another game with not much significance, just seeing what Your Worst Nightmare's record is going to be finishing this season. They swapped over to the Battlefield form stages, so we'll see. Alright, so Fun Gang's record. Roster, we're going to see Anti-J Gator, Pyramithra, that's going to be Poro. So let's bring in Poro real quick. I don't think we have any Amiibo with high stakes regarding the MVP race. Of course, somebody could always erupt for 4 KOs, you never know when. Usually we average about 3 4KO performances a season. Season 3 was an absolute anomaly, but we usually have at least 3. We've only had 2 so far. Bob and Aerith have been the 4KO performances so far this season, so we are still looking for a third one here in Season 4 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Let's bring in the farm. Alright, so Fun Gang, this is a pretty decent inaugural season. They had that little bit of a win streak going on in the middle part of the season, but ultimately they're going to finish the season either 6-10 or 7-9. Let's bring in the Dark Pit real quick. One thing I will have to do this off season is I'm going to reach out to every single trainer who did send Amiibo to this league. If they want to keep their Amiibo in the league for the next season, then they'll be able to keep those Amiibo. If not, then those Amiibo will be removed. We had one, let's see, there's another trainer who they want their Amiibo removed when this season ends. Those Amiibo will not be there, so let's see. Fun Gang, they are going to need a replacement for Geralt. So they will get a compensatory second round pick because Geralt did start at least 5 or more games here. any removed Amiibo that start at least 5 games. We might need to increase that to 10 next season, maybe. We'll see the impact. But it's going to be Lucielle's, Banjo-Kazooie, Urshifu. That's going to be the last Amiibo. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, so as for your worst nightmare, we do have a different roster for your worst nightmare tonight, but we are going to see the same leadoff as always for this team. Crunchy's Olimar Colonist, trying to compete for the best leadoff in the Western Conference, trying to get that all-star slot. Both him and Low with the Swarm, they're trying to compete for that, so that is one thing with some stakes still available here. Nightmare's Piranha Plant Nightmare Virus, he's on the team, he's going to be starting. We're going to have the rest of the roster is going to be the bench for your worst nightmare, so the bench of your worst nightmare going to be playing today. Just seeing what Nightmare does have out of this bench, just in case things start to go south in the playoffs. Your worst nightmare, they have clinched the #1 seed in the Western Conference, including a first-round bye and home field advantage. We're going to see this Dark Pit. Started a couple of games, going to be MLL 456's Dark Pit. He originally was with the Chaos Corp, drafted by them, but he was traded over here. With the Chaos Corp, they received malpractice, and he started every game since being added to their roster. Then, we're going to see Nightmare Steve Zerby. Has not had as many games so far with Your Worst Nightmare since being on this team. He was mainly a Season 3 starter after being traded from the Time Zone squad. Then, the final Amiibo is going to be josephzilla. So let's find him real quick. Where is it going to be? Here he is. Alright, so the main thing here at stake is just the Colonist. Regarding a Colonist, does want to be the best all-star, best leadoff in terms of the all-star game. Let's begin. It's Poro, The Farm, Pity Bitch, Geralt, and Urshifu versus Colonist, Nightmare Virus, Dark Pit, Zerby, and josephzilla. Up, left, right, down, A. Let's press that A button again. Poro versus Colonist are going to be your leadoff, so let's see what happens. We did see Poro in the last round. She did get that leadoff win against Low, Penger's Hero of the Swarm, the other Amiibo that Colonist is trying to compete with for that best leadoff. We'll see if Colonist can get a leadoff win here, because if he does get a leadoff, that is going to put pressure onto Low. 73% already on Poro, 73-8. We're seeing the Mithra still trying to come back onto the stage, so does the Olimar. It's going to be purple, white, blue for this Olimar in terms of Pikmin. Power is back on for Poro. Down smash, 73-33 right now. The purple Pikmin has been ditched, so it's only going to be the white, and the blue is going to be 73-43 right now. Op special, that's going to hit Colonist, 73-64. We're going to see just the 73-76 after the up tilt. Up air, Colonist will survive the up air for now, but he needs to get this leadoff win. If not, that's going to open things up for Low regarding the all-star game slot in the West. And that's going to be up smash. Poro gets leadoff wins against both Low and Colonist, which means this is going to open things up for Low of the Swarm, who's going to face Carbon Show's Pit 910 of Very Dog's team later on this round. If Low gets a leadoff win, then Low will be your Western Conference All-Star in terms of the leadoff. But if Low loses, then the tiebreakers, because of recency bias, is going to go to Colonist. So as for this actual game, Nightmare Virus is going to be at 92% against Pyramithra. We're going to see do we see up smash? We don't see an up smash. That's going to be a forward throw, 98-107. It's going to be Nightmare Virus with the up special, extra chip damage into the neutral air, 127-107, 139. As we see Poro, it's going to be the Mithra out right now, coming back onto the stage. That spike ball is going to hit. Poro is alive for now, 154-118. We're going to wait and see as we have down tilt. It's going to be down tilt again. Up smash, that's going to be 2 KOs from Poro. It's going to be MLL 456's Dark Pit coming out right now for your worst nightmare. He's going to get that forward air KO, immediate revenge, but now the Farm coming out for Fun Gang. Fun Gang, they're trying to get one last win to their inaugural season against your worst nightmare team using their bench starters. Going to be 32-31. Their starters are resting until that #1 seed game, so it's going to be 32-68. We're going to see this Dark Pit already at 84 because of these side Bs. And forward smash, the Farm gets a KO here. It's a 4-2 scenario with Fun Gang in the lead. so it's going to be 55 to 13 right now. We're going to see Zerby. It's going to be, that's a crafting table getting parried. 55 to 35 right now. We're going to see the farm. He tried to go for that up special earlier. Let's see if he tries to go for it again. He will not. Avoids the anvil. 55, 68 to 35. As we see Zerby, he has stone tools now. 68 to 50%. And down special, that's going to get interrupted actually as Zerby. Iron tools now. We see neutral special. That's not going to be charged. 2 cancellations. Side B, Zerby just stood there, allowed himself to take that sweet spot, and now forward smash, he parries that. 81 to 76 right now. We're going to see forward tilt getting parried. Forward tilt landing there. 81 to 88 as the farm gets hit by the forward smash. 104 to 88 right now. Can the farm pick up a second KO? He interrupts the minecart. We're going to see just, he's waiting, and that's going to be a roll. Side B gets parried. Down tilt from Zerby. 116 to 102 as now we see there's a bomb on the ledge. Bomb's going to miss. 116 to 102 as we see up smash. That's going to get rid of the farm. Zerby has gold available, but he has not mined that gold yet. It's going to be 14J Masters Dark Pit coming out right now. 13 to 110. We see Zerby coming back on stage with a weird angle with the Elytra. He has yet to utilize the gold tools available at his disposal. It's going to be 13 to 130 right now as Zerby trying to come back onto the stage. So will the Dark Pit. We're going to see forward air. Zerby still off stage, but on the left side this time, it's going to be 13. Forward smash. That's going to get shielded. It's going to be up tilt, up tilt. We don't see a third up tilt. It's going to be 30 to 142 right now. Neutral air. Zerby getting thrown around left and right. He is currently mining a little bit. Forward smash misses. 51 to 155. If Zerby has been on here for a little while, could he possibly mine a diamond tool? He's still using the gold. It's going to be 72 to 170 right now. We said forward air missing still. We're going to see now up smash. Pity bitch at 91% right now. It's going to be 91 to 170. And that forward smash, that's going to make this a 1 versus 3 scenario as josephzilla comes out for your worst nightmare team using their bench. It's going to be 1 versus 2 now. This will be Geralt's last game of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, so it's going to be 0 to 33 right now. Coming in, 12 to 33. We see that side B. It's going to be 27 to 33. Fireball. That's not going to land. It's going to be forward smash, making this 27 to 53. Up smash from the Ganondorf. Afterwards, forward air. It's 77 to 53. Do we see josephzilla? He's only at 53%. That's going to be a KO. And now it comes down to the last Amiibo. So, we saw the scenario before for Green Bay. This forward smash right here is going to send josephzilla, and he's going to be hit by the egg. He's going to actually be able to come back onto the stage. He was still alive there. He would have died. He would have been too short, but the egg is going to save josephzilla. Let's see if that mistake comes back and hurts the fun gang. That's a forward smash there. josephzilla getting launched, and this time he will come back to the ledge once more. 11. This forward smash, though, that's going to be the dagger, and fun gang, they are going to defeat your worst nightmare's bench. 5 to 4. Alright. So, your worst nightmare, as the 1 seed, they're going to finish 11-5 in the Western Conference. Fun gang with a win here. They're going to finish the regular season with a 7-9 record, -1 differential. Alright. So, we'll see how that. Some of these wins and losses, by the way, they could affect draft standings in the upcoming draft. But we see Poro, 2 KOs in leadoff. josephzilla try to bring it back with 2 KOs. The farm, both Dark Pit, Zerby, they get a KO. Urshifu with that game winner. Let's get a screenshot real quick, and we're going to head over to the first game with some. Actually, no, this game does not have significant either. Red plus blue at Detroit. Let me get this water real quick. Okay, worst case scenario, what could possibly happen is Detroit, they finished the regular season with a 3-game lose streak, and they missed out on the number 4 seed. They would have to be the number 5 seed instead, but it's still going to be 4 versus 5. For the most part, it would just determine who's going to be the home team, who's going to be the road team for that 4 versus 5 matchup. But we'll see what happens here as Detroit, for their final game of the regular season, they host Red plus Blue, who has lost their last 11 games in a row. They're currently 2-13, trying to avoid going 2-14 here in this regular season. Can Red plus Blue snap their 11-game losing streak? Will they be able to snap it? We're going to find that out when we come back on the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League.
Squad Strike.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 16, Game number 3, as we have Red plus Blue at Detroit. So, the main thing at stake for this game is going to be the MVP race. josephzilla Farm leads the league right now in KOs with 22. If you look at the MVP race real quick, we're going to see, oh whoops, I did A through Z instead of C through A. Let me look at the C through A. Yes, so josephzilla Farm, the rookie, leads the league in KOs with 22 entering this round. Part of that was because of that massive stretch during Detroit's win streak, allowing him to get 10 KOs in the span of 4 games. So, josephzilla Farm currently leads, which means whatever number he sets, that's going to set a possible benchmark that's going to have to be caught up for Crunchy's League Fips of Your Worst Nightmare, Very Dodge's Dr. Mario Doom of the Ceiling Fan, and Ditto's Byleth Lego Batman of the Fantasy Feed Enthusiast. Those are the top 4 amiibo in terms of KOs. Farmed with 22, Fips with 21, Doom and Lego Batman with 20. We have a couple of other amiibo as well with 19 KOs as well. So that's going to be Dr. Crockpot, Yummers, Failnaught, Valorex, Uproot, and Uproot. We'll mention a little more about the 20 KO Club, who could possibly make it into 20 KO Club. Now, these amiibo, they're probably not going to win the MVP because of how far off they are, but we'll see, For the MVP, or possible 20 KO Club, a possible bid up there, at 18 KOs right now, we have MC Hammer coming at you, Aerith, The Farm, Tilted, Pancakes, and Bob with 18 KOs each. They are trying to get to 20, which they would need 2 KOs for in order to get to join the 20 KO Club when the season ends. So, josephzilla Farm, 22 KOs, leads the league after 15 rounds. He will be able to set the benchmark here with 1, maybe 2 KOs if he wants to. The record is 26 in the regular season. He would need a 4 KO performance in order to do that. I don't think he's going to break the record, get the first ever 5 KO performance, however, but let's get started. Red plus Blue at Detroit. Alright. Up, left, right, down, A. Red plus Blue, they entered this game with an 11-game win streak. They have not won since round 4 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League against the Dynamic Divorce.
2, 1, go!
Alright, so blocks are going to miss the Shoryuken right there. It's going to be first damage being dealt by... Blocks are actually going to be 28 to 46 right now. As we see the Ryu forward smash, Dekubaba already at 46%, sorry, 66%, 23 to 66. As we see, going to be down special. Ryu shields it. Side B gets interrupted by a forward tilt, back air, down throw into forward air, 70 to 66. We're going to see up next is going to be just a forward air, 82 to 66, neutral air, not going to land. It's going to be 82 to 66 as we see down tilt, side B. We're going to see up next going to be down tilt, side B again, 82 to 97, down air. That's going to be up tilt and a down special. That's going to get parried right there, 96 to 97. Dekubaba, we're going to see just the Ryu trying to come back on, and that's going to be a footstool. Dekubaba will survive, however, because of his recovery, 112 to 98. As we see, going to be a missed dash attack, and we see down, that was a forward tilt, I think, or maybe a slightly charged down special. 127 and 113 as the Ryu goes for the fireball that gets armed by the down B. Dekubaba has a full poison cloud available if he wants to use it, by the way. 133 to 117. So we see Ryu miss the forward smash, up throw. Dekubaba not yet with the KO quite yet. It's been about 70 seconds. This up throw right here, that's going to be the leadoff win for Dekubaba. So here comes Penger's Meta Knight Lore, immediate revenge KO coming at ya, coming out for Detroit. Gonna be 11 to 0 right now. As mentioned, is King Dedede. He has 18 KOs so far this season. He is trying to make it back into the 20 KO club. Can he get it done? Gonna be 26, down throw, forward air. Gonna be 47 to 20. I don't think we've had any teams that have had 2 20 KO performers. I need to double check that information though, as Lore. He's gonna coming at you. He will come back onto the stage. 47, 51 to 45. We're gonna see the up tilt. Do we see up air? We do not see the up air. It's gonna be flurry from Lore. 65 each in this 4 versus 4 scenario. 74 to 76. Side B making it 74 to 91. It's gonna be forward air from coming at you. 87 to 91. Side B, that's going to make this 87 to 101. As you see, forward air from coming at you. He wants to get out of here with at least 1 KO. 19 at worst. Going to be forward tilt. Lore off stage at 109. As we see, forward smash missing from coming at you. And the up tilt. coming at ya. Has 19 KOs right now. He's trying to get one more to join the 20 KO club. He has to do it against Doomed Yuri. Gotta be up smash. After the up smash, down tilt, and we're gonna see forward tilt now. 42 to 114. Side B that's gonna hit the pirate and the Gordo. It's stuck at the ledge. Mithra getting hit. 70 to 114. We're gonna see coming at ya with the forward tilt. It's gonna be up tilt missing. 78 to 131 as Doomed Yuri. It's gonna be missed forward smash, dash attack gets parried, down tilt, neutral special, coming at you, still alive at 150. Pyra is back out now. That's going to be a vulnerable Pyra that would have missed opportunity to get vulnerable. She will get the up smash though. Here comes Farm. Leads the league in KOs right now. It's going to be 23. Can he get his 23rd KO right now? It's going to be 106 to 15. He has 22 KOs so far in this league. Up special, down air. That's KO number 23 for the league leader. Fred is going to come out for red plus blue. So if farmed, that's going to tie the most amount of KOs set by any of Joe's Amiibo. That was Season 2 with Silly, who won the MVP award with Toronto. It's going to be 22 to 48 right now. As farmed, it's going to be neutral air missing, 22 to 48. He is trying to meet 24 KOs, and if he gets a 3 KO performance here, that could be 25. 51 to 48 right now. It's going to be down tilt, we see a back throw, 52, 62 to 68, 62 to 81. It's going to be, let's see, we're going to see up next, going to be a jab, 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 73 to 86. As we see up next, up air. If Fred gets KO'd here, that's going to be KO number 24 for the league leader. We see the up smash, that's KO number 24. Farmed is 1 KO away from becoming the second member of the 25 KO club in the regular season all time. He would join Pancakes, the Season 3 MVP, if he can get one here. Down throw, forward air, power at 40. We see a forward smash missing. It's going to be a back throw now from power. This is a 1 versus 3 scenario for red plus blue. If they want to snap that 11-game win streak, we see up special instead of up tilt. Interesting decision. It is 59. Up throw, we see the neutral air. We're going to see jabs. Side B out of parry. It's going to be a back throw now. Farmed. Still alive at 141. It's 82 to 141. Forward smash gets parried. Side B, 99 to 141. We're going to see next going to be down tilt. After that, down tilt. Do we see up air? We see side B getting parried. And here comes Farmed. Nope, he's off stage right now. Coming back onto the stage. We see forward tilt. And that will KO. Farmed will finish the season with 25 KOs. That's going to put him way above the rest of the league as he gets his 4th 3-KO performance of the season. Detroit is going to win this game 5-2, by the way. So, Red plus Blue is going to finish the season with a 12-game losing streak. Red plus Blue, they do clinch the #1 overall pick in the draft after considering the expansion teams that might join, but farmed 3 KOs, 25 KOs. That's going to be, this could be a lock for the MVP unless we see Phipps getting 4 KOs, or any of those 20 KO Amiibo doing the impossible, the unthinkable. A 5 KO performance. But it's going to be up to all these other Amiibo. Phipps is going to play in the final game of the night. We're going to see Lego Batman. That's going to be against the Time Zone squad. We'll see, we'll see. But, okay, being serious now, I think Farmed is the lock for MVP right now at this point. I don't think Phipps is going to get a 4 KO performance against a Dynamic Divorce. We'll see, we'll see. Because, I mean, I definitely think Phipps will come super close, all that, but I think Farmed with a 3 KO performance, he has just broken himself away regarding the MVP race. So, I'm not going to say congratulations quite yet, but Farmed, 25 KOs. So we take a look at his first half of the season versus the second half. Guys, alright, so the first half of the season, that's going to be rounds 1 through 8. That was only 10 KOs. The other 15 come in the second half of the season. Had Farmed been playing at this rate the whole season, that would have been 30 KOs, absolutely shattering the record. So we see an evil opposite version of Pancakes. Last season, Pancakes had the insane start, slow finish. This year, it's going to be a slow start, insane finish, especially at that middle. Joe's Byler Farm has not had a 0 KO performance since round number 7 with Detroit. That was when Detroit was, let's see. Detroit. That was their last loss before that huge win streak. That was actually to No Custody. And that loss right there, that was actually No Custody's first win of their current, active, and still ongoing win streak. No Custody has an 8-game win streak. Wait. Yeah, wait, let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, actually, Detroit won that game against No Custody. My apologies, right? Did they win or did they lose? Let's see. Detroit. Gotta find Detroit real quick. Yep, duh. I could have sworn Detroit won that game. No, Detroit actually, Detroit actually did win that game. My apologies. So that was actually the first game of Detroit's win streak. So just a little correction. The last time Farmed did not have a KO was against No Custody. That was during the first win of Detroit's 7-game win streak. And that was also the last time No Custody lost a game. No Custody has not lost a game since round 7, as they are trying to get that win streak up to 9 games against Dynamic Divorce. But that's going to be the final game of the night. So that is it for the relatively insignificant games. This game, obviously the MVP race, that's a big thing at stakes, but that might be just about settled and Farmed. Another 3 KO performance. That is his 4th of the season, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get into the very significant games. The rest of your schedule is going to be, let's see, we're going to go into the West for these next 2 games. We have the Ditto Burritos at Cinnamon Splitters, the Swarm at Veridog's team. If Veridog's team wins, they automatically clinch the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. They get a first round bye alongside Your Worst Nightmare. If the Ditto Burritos win and Your Worst Nightmare loses, the Ditto Burritos could be in, depending on differential with them in the Time Zone Squad. If both of these teams lose, though, that could open the window for the Time Zone Squad to take the number 2 seed and the first round bye. Let's head to that when we come back from this break.
Squad strike.
Remind me to actually put like Brain Rot in the middle, like next season. I'm thinking like here in the middle of the screen, like putting something there. In the meantime, let's see. Do I have the Josh Allen still available? What is this image? It's oh yeah, I remember that image now. That was something else. Anyways, let's see. I'm gonna load the rosters real quick. We're gonna have the Ditto Burritos at the Cinnabon Splitters. Gonna be significant games in the Western Conference. I forgot to mention what the rest of the schedule is. So your remaining last 10 games, all these 10 games are going to be significant regarding either the Eastern Conference or the Western Conference. We're going to have the Ditto Burritos at Cinnabon Splitters. We have Swarm at Veridog's team, Toronto at Bastion, Miami at Novas, Ottawa at Buffalo. Then, after the Ottawa-Buffalo game, we're going to focus on that Western Conference regarding those last seeds. So it's going to be Feet at Time Zone Squad, JG Wentworth at Critical Crashers, the Squadron at Edmonton, Amiibo Engage at Ceiling Fans as the final game for the West. Then, the final game of the night is going to be Dynamic Divorce at No Custody, a battle which will determine who gets a first round bye in the Eastern Conference playoffs. And depending on how things align, how things work, there is a chance that both teams could get first round byes even if Dynamic Divorce wins. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Even if No Custody loses. My bad. Anyways, gonna be loading this rosters right now. I'll be back on the mic in a minute or two.
King TDD.
Alright, welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 16, Game number 4, as we have the Ditto Burritos at the Cinnabon Splitters. John 1am Pork. Okay, that threw me off for a second because in Uma Musume, the horse girl game, my username in there is John 1am because I'm like in like this club that we call like John Club. Everyone has like their nickname set to John, and it's like, it was started by a VTuber I watched and I just forgot to leave. I don't even know if I'm still in there or not, but alright, so the Ditto Burritos at Cinnabon Splitters. The Cinnabon Splitters, they are eliminated 5-10 record. If they lose here, then they'll secure their spot as the worst team in the Western Conference. With a win, they'll finish with a 6-10 record. Possibly time, maybe we'll see Edmonton. We saw Fun Gang win, but maybe the Swarm. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. As for the Ditto Burritos, they had lost back-to-back games before the previous round. They snapped that little bit of a skid previously. They're currently 9-6 with a playoff berth. Both win here and a loss from Verydogs' team, they can clinch the number 2 seed and a first-round bye. If they lose, then that could open things up for Verydogs' team and the Time Zone Squad. Verydogs' team, if they win, they are automatically in as the number 2 seed. But if they lose, the Time Zone Squad with a win, that could open things up for them. We'll see what happens. But this game is getting started with Ditto, Tilted, Layla, Memories, and Did I Do versus Mr. Ninja, Cloud Jr., Amazon Lily, Immersion, and Wetstick. By the way, just a little heads up, no, we are not doing that coin flip thing that MLB used to have back in the day where it's like worst team in the American, worst team in the National Conference, flip a coin, and you get the number 1 pick. And we're not doing this alternating years either. No, worst team straight up gets the worst pick. So Red plus Blue, they're not getting screwed out of the number 1 pick after expansion teams. So it'll be expansion teams, then Red plus Blue, then whatever the rest of the draft order is. Ottawa, I think they can secure the 2nd pick after Red plus Blue if they get a loss against Buffalo. But right now it's going to be 17-73 as we see Ditto coming back onto the stage. It's Me Sword Fighter versus Me Sword Fighter finish things. Both Me Sword Fighters have been in the league all 4 seasons. Ditto, he spent all 4 seasons with the Ditto Burritos in the playoffs for the 4th time in a row. As for Mr. Ninja, he spent his first 3 seasons with the Swarm. Last season, they had that magical season, including a trip to the playoffs thanks to Vin Diesel, that huge campaign he had. But this season, Mr. Ninja, he got selected here as leadoff because he struggled near the very end with the Swarm. The Swarm, they did definitely improve in leadoff, and you can see right there as Ditto. He's been having a very off season, but he still gets this leadoff win here. Won the best leadoff last season alongside Diabells. He's going to get KO'd as Cloud Jr. gets that KO. So now it's going to be Tilted versus Cloud Jr. for Amiibo each. Cloud Jr., this is his first season with the Cinnabon Splitters, one of the expansion franchises this season. Let's see. Cloud Jr. spent the last 2 seasons with Green Bay, back when they were called the Starbreakers, but he spent his first season with the boys, who folded after the first season ended. It's 46-88 right now. Tilted has famously been with the Ditto Burritos all 4 seasons. Him and Ditto have just been that 1-2 punch, that 1-2 duo. And Tilted, he has the most KOs in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League history in the triple digits. Cloud Jr. has the limit meter right now. It's going to be a miss. Actually, it hits on the way back, the up special. 78-106 as we see forward smash. That's going to miss. Tilted, he wants to get a KO here in this game. Has not been having a strongest season this year compared to others, but still a strong one nevertheless. It's going to be 78-142 as we see side B. That won't hit the Cloud, so Cloud Jr. is able to come back onto the stage. Up till misses. Forward smash. Tilted, still alive at 97. He's going to come back up, and there he goes. Cloud Jr. is 3/4 of the way towards another meter, by the way. If he can make it back onto the stage, he will, but he gets hit by the Gordo, and he gets killed right there. Tilted. That's going to be his 19th KO of the season. Oh, that's right, Tilted's at 19 KOs. So, he'll finish the season with 19. So, he had that little bit of a stretch midway through where we were trying to get that 100th KO, and he just, like, refusing to get that 100th KO. 0 KOs in only 1 KO in a 4-game stretch, but ultimately he bounces back. Tilted is going to finish with 19 KOs this season before we consider the playoffs. But it's going to be 58-76. We said that no special is going to miss. Side B. After the side B, it's going to be forward smash from the Mithra. It's 3 versus 3 between Layla and Amazon Lily as we see up smash. After the up smash, hello Joe, how are you doing? 88-55 as we see jab, jab, jab. We're going to see just the side B. It's going to be forward smash not landing quite yet. 112-85. Yes, Dabuffalo, welcome. You are watching this live as Amazon Lily gets that KO. Memories coming out right now. Got to be 0 to 108. We set side B. Not going to land quite yet. It's going to be forward smash. Amazon Lily. Still the Mythril right now. The rookie comes back onto the stage as we see Memories mining those stone tools. Pyra back out for Amazon Lily now. Do we see a gold tool yet? We don't see the gold quite yet for Memories. Instead, it's going to be a down smash from Amazon Lily. Side B is going to hit that very last hit. Going to be 36 to 144 as we see down smash. Making this 45. Memories needs to come back onto the stage and she is going to self-destruct. So Did I Do has a 1 versus 3 scenario for the Ditto Burritos. Dabuffalo's Banjo-Kazooie able to get rid of Amazon Lily right there at the ledge, but here comes Immersion for the Cinnabon Splitters. Down smash. We're going to see 23 to 12 as we see up next. Forward tilt gets parried. It's going to be a down tilt now. After the down tilt, another down tilt. It's going to be just 37 to 18 right now. 37 to 23. The Ditto Burritos have been on a little bit of a downwards trend near its end part of the season. Gotta be 46 to 28 right now. We're gonna see that back throw. 61 to 28 as up next. It's gonna be Immersion coming back onto the stage. Did I Do still has all 5 side specials available if he wants to use a golden feather. We'll see if he does want to do that because there is still wet stick in the back. I think he might. No, he's not going to use one here in recovery quite yet. So he still has all 5 for now. Up throw, up air juggling, even more. We do not see more up air juggling. It's going to be 100 to 71 as we see the back throw. Going to be 113 to 71. We see Did I Do. He will go for a side B here. That's the first one. It gets parried. It's 113 to 77. Second one, 113 to 102. He's starting to get more aggressive and desperate here because he wants the Ditto Burritos possibly get it into a first round bye. And they might need that first round bye as well with how they've been playing this last quarter. 113 to 103. 142 to 103. My apologies. It was 133 before that. We see but Did I Do. Down tilt. That's going to miss. Forward smash gets parried. It's a jab into a back throw. Did I Do. Still alive at 161%. We're going to see Immersion. She's going to go for the back air. And the Cinnabon Splitters. They're going to win their final game of the regular season 5-3. So the Cinnabon Splitters are going to finish their regular season 6-10. That's going to be a -3 differential, so not bad, not bad. Amazon Lily, though, we forgot to mention that, but she finally gets that 3-kill performance we had been waiting to see all regular season long. She got one in the preseason. The Cinnabon Splitters played like a team like they were in the preseason. We'll see how this team does next season, though, if they return. We're not sure if Half Mario will return, whether or not, but if they do, this could be a very exciting team to look out for next season in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. As for the Ditto Burritos, a loss is going to put them at a 9-7 record with a +2 differential, meaning, here are the circumstances. If Veridox's team, if they lose, that opens the window for the Time Zone Squad, but if they win, they automatically clinch the number 2 seed. So, Veridox's team, they're going to play next against the Swarm. We're going to get to that game as soon as we get back on the microphone. So, let's see. What I was going to say. The Swarm at Veridox's team is next. We have 2 things at stake. The first thing is going to be that number 2 seed. So, let's see. The number 2 seed. If Veridox's team defeats the Swarm, Veridox's team will be the number 2 seed. The Ditto Burritos, Time Zone Squad, they're going to be just having to play in the first round. With the Time Zone Squad, though, if they win, they get the number 3 seed over the Ditto Burritos, and that could possibly help things regarding playoff advantage, all that. But the Time Zone Squad, they do have that win over your worst nightmare, so ideally they could go face-to-face against your worst nightmare if they really wanted to. Alright, so as for the other thing in question, Low, Panger's Hero. Panger's Hero Low can be the West Conference best leadoff in the All-Star game and represent the West if he can get a leadoff win against Carbon Show's Pit 910. But that information, that drama, we're going to get to that when we come back after this break.
Squad Strike. TDD. TDD. Dr. Mario.
Hello, welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 16, Game number 5, as we're going to have the Swarm at Verydogs' team. So, the Swarm, for the most part, their roster was the exact same as last season with a more improved leadoff, but the reason why the Swarm is 6-9 entering the final round is mainly because just Vin Diesel had a huge regression of a season for the Swarm. If we take a look at his numbers real quick, Vin Diesel is going to enter this round with, let's see, gotta scroll down. He only has 11 KOs, which is not as much as the rest of the team. We have Booey has 12, I Don't Love You with 13, Low leads the team with 14, and we come down even further. Actually, I think Sidon has more, right? Where is Sidon? Yeah, my apologies. Sidon actually leads the team with 15. The thing is, they have KOs, they have wins, but they just don't get them at the right spot, and a huge regression from Vin Diesel is part of those main factors. Vin Diesel unable to carry the team as much as he did last season, but Low does have the opportunity to be the West Conference's best leadoff and go into the All-Star game if he can get a leadoff win here against 910 of Verydogs' team. As for Verydogs' team, so, oh yeah, one other thing. This is going to be the last game of Booey. Booey will be stepping away from the league as well, so that's one other thing to mention. As for Verydogs' team, a win here, and they are the number 2 seed in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League's West Conference. They can get that first round bye alongside your worst nightmares. Their roster is 910, Uproot, Bob, Sauce Alger, and Starless. So, a leadoff win here. Low is the leadoff of the Western Conference. A leadoff loss, and that's going to belong to Colonists because even though they are tied, Colonists most recently had a 2K performance as a leadoff because we do use recency bias when doing this type of thing. Alright, let's get started. Alright, up, left, right, down, A. Press those A buttons again. If Verydogs' team loses this game, by the way, this will open the window for the Time Zone squad to take the number 2 seed and get a first round bye. So it's going to be Fireball. Fireball's going to miss. We see that Fireball missing. 3 Fireballs missed. Now it's Pit jumping above. He's going to come back to the stage. It's going to be 0-0 right now. We see Low. First damage being dealt. Back air. Try to get something done. There's offstage shenanigans going on. 12-11 as both Amiibo come back onto the stage. Side B. That's going to put 910 at 56%. But Low. He is low on mana. Up tilt. We're going to see after the up tilt. We're going to see nothing yet. Forward throw. 12-76. 18-76. Fireball. Fireball going to land here. We see him charging a Fireball. Actually, there's a full charge available. Jab, jab, jab. 18. Side B. 18-116. A leadoff win here, and he will be the West Conference's appearance in the All-Star game as the leadoff. 18-129. That big Fireball, not able to do it quite yet. Neither will the up tilt. Still 18-144. This back throw won't get the job done either. 18-160 as we see Low trying to come back onto the stage. Forward air. 29-175. We see Low coming back onto the stage. It's gonna come back on. We're gonna see just up next. It's gonna be a down throw into up smash from the pit. 48 to 175. We're gonna see a fireball miss. It's 62 to 175. And that forward air, Low is going to be the best leadoff in the Western Conference with that leadoff win there. So he is gonna be appearing in the All-Star game. He's gonna get KO right there by Uproot. So Uproot with a little bit of spoil right there. The Western Conference and the Eastern Conference will both be represented by rookie leadoffs. So the leadoff battle in the All-Star game is going to be Low versus Pant1. That's going to be a very fun leadoff interaction to deal with. Low of the Swarm versus Pant1 of JG Wentworth. JG Wentworth, we're going to be seeing them in a couple of games from now when they play the Critical Crashers. But in that game, JG Wentworth, they have been long eliminated so far. 63 to 45. We see the forward air from Vin Diesel. 63-99. This game is still a 4 versus 4 scenario as right now the Time Zone Squad, Ditto Burritos, they are keeping all eyes on this game right now regarding their seeding. It's 83 to 118. Back throw, 83 to 130 as we see Vin Diesel trying to come back onto the stage. It's a joah. That's going to land. Vin Diesel, he gets a KO here, but now Bob comes out for Redwings' team, the rookie. Currently has, how many KOs does he have? 18. That's going to make it 19 now. So Bob, 1AM has never had any of his Amiibo get 20 KOs in a single season. Bob could possibly be the first of his collection to do so. It's 12, 23 to 47 right now. We see another forward tilt, 35 to 47. We're going to see just the dash attack getting interrupted by Baba Booey. This is Baba Booey's final game of their career, by the way. 53 to 70 right now. 53 to 90. We see the forward air, 66 to 90. Baba Booey coming back onto the stage. The Swarm will receive a compensatory second round pick because Baba Booey did start 5 games or more. So let's see. 76 to 114. We see the back throw, 76 to 128. And that down right there, Baba Booey is going to go out with some sort of bang. A Sauce Alger comes out right now. It's going to be 3 versus 2 with the Swarm in the lead. 77 to 46. It's going to be a throw. It's going to be a KO. Let's see. 0 to 66. We're going to see the up smash. 0 to 90. Something just happened. Oh dear. 46 to 90 side. I just got a DM from somebody. I'm going to look at that whenever we go on a break because I am going to go on a water break after this. It's going to be 64 to 134. 71 to 134. Let's see. It's going to be 71 to 146 as we see down tilt from side on. Going to be 81 to 158, neutral special. 88 to 158. We're going to see just down smash getting parried. Sauce Alger with the up smash. He has 1 KO so far. Can he get a second KO here for Redwings' team? That's a trade. Sauce Alger will lose that trade. Starless has a 1 versus 1 scenario now. So it's going to come down to I Don't Love You versus Starless. Dash attack. Starless. He's going to be too far, I think. He's going to be up special. No, he's still alive for now. But that Gordo, it's going to land. It's going to hit. And he's going to be able to come back onto the stage. 20 to 83 right now. It's going to be the down tilt. We see that side B. 20 to 94. We see the forward tilt. It's going to be a side B. That's going to be Starless. Will he be able to come back onto the stage? He will not. Redwings' team, they're not going to win this game as the Swarm wins this game 5 to 4. The window is now open for the Time Zone Squad to clinch the number 2 seed. If the Time Zone Squad can defeat the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts, then the Time Zone Squad will have the number 2 seed in the Western Conference of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League and a first round bye. Alright, so we'll take a look at what it is. Sorry. So, that is going to be massive in the Western Conference. We're not going to have a Western Conference game in a little while. The next 3 games are going to be in the Eastern Conference. So, Toronto, Boston, Miami Novas, Ottawa, Buffalo. Those are going to be the next 3 games we have. So, I got to get water real quick. I'm going to take a quick little water break. Let's get this screenshot real quick. And when we return, we are going to determine who will make it into the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. Toronto, Buffalo, Miami. Those are the 3 teams trying to make it into 2 slots. That will happen when we come back.
One strike.
Alright, I'm back. I got water. Let me scan the rosters real quick. We're going to have to determine who makes it into the Eastern Conference playoffs. So it's going to be Toronto versus Boston, then Miami versus Novas, and then Ottawa versus Buffalo. So the stakes in these upcoming games. Here's the deal. Toronto versus Boston. If Toronto wins, they clinch a spot into the playoffs no matter what. Oh, my door's not fully closed. Let me close that real quick for soundproof. So my door has not been like closing all the way sometimes. I think my dog's been like bumping into it like so many times that it like opens on its own. It should not be doing that. But anyways, Toronto, if they win this game right here, they're going to be in the playoffs no matter what. The next game is going to affect both a playoff spot and possibly the 1 seed as well. Miami versus the Novas. If the Novas win, they clinch the number 1 seed no matter what. If Miami wins, they need Buffalo to lose to get into the playoffs. Buffalo, that's going to be the third game of this 3-game stretch as they host Ottawa. But alright. When we come back on the microphone in another minute or two, we're going to have Toronto versus Boston.
Pokemon Trainer. Piranha Blast. Sword Fighter. Pyro. Mario. Simon. Olimar. Dinosaur. Brawler.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 16, Game number 6. As now, we are going to determine who makes it into the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. So for those of you who just joined the live stream, we got Toronto versus Boston first in this 3-game stretch. Then we're going to have Miami at the Novas, followed by Ottawa at Buffalo. So here's the deal. If Toronto wins, they are in. They just have to beat the Boston Brawlers, who are currently 6-9. But Boston, they're on a 2-game win streak. Let's see. Then we have Miami at the Novas. Miami, they are the number 7 seed. They need a win plus a Buffalo loss to get into the playoffs. The Novas, they are trying to get a first round bye or even the number 1 seed in the playoffs. They can get that 1 seed with a win, or if the Dynamic Divorce loses in the final game of the night. Sorry, they can get the number 1 seed if sorry, they can get a number 1 seed with a win, but they can get a bye even if Dynamic Divorce loses. Dynamic Divorce, they play no custody. There is a weird scenario where if Dynamic Divorce wins, no custody loses, obviously, and the Novas lose, that could bounce the Novas out of the top 2. Then, the final game is going to be Ottawa at Buffalo. Ottawa's 4-11, and all Buffalo needs to do to get in the playoffs is to defeat that Ottawa team. But first, Toronto at Bastion. Toronto, they are coming off a huge win against the Novas. It's going to be Flazer Draw, Kaivine, Nezuko, Mordes, and Silly versus Let's Blues, Darkness, Agent P, Quando Dingle, and Yummers. Let's get started. That's it. I'm no longer going to be a Very Delicious Team fan. I've been a fan season holder since Season 1. I will not be renewing my plan. I'm going to Dynamic Divorce, where they know how to run a Squad Track Amiibo Draft League team. Beautiful. Beautiful copy pasta. That is the beautiful copy pasta right there. Alright, so it's going to be Flazer Draw versus Let's Blues as your leadoff for this game. This is Flazer Draw's second leadoff of the season, and Charizard coming out almost immediately. Let's Blues parries both hits, forward smash. Let's Blues does not have a leadoff win quite yet, but he could possibly get one. One thing we've also not seen is Mario. He has gone off stage multiple times to try to get that forward air. We have yet to see a Mario forward air at all in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. Lasagna, he doesn't go off stage. And Flazer Draw, he'll get the KO. So it's going to be 108-4 right now. 108-0 right now, as we are going to see Darkness coming in right now. So it's going to be 162-0 right now. Flazer Draw, still the Charizard. Scorpion, I believe this is his 5th or 6th start in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. He is yet to get a KO so far. He's been the leadoff in all those starts, and side special, he will survive that Flare Blitz, but he is going to fall short. So Flazer Draw immediately gets revenge KO after having 2 KOs. Agent P. Boston is already down 4-3, so it's going to be 0, 11 to 17, 34 to 17, as we're going to see just Flazer Draw. Going to be Kaivine. Sorry, Kaivine, not Flazer Draw. Flazer Draw already got KO'd after 2 KOs. Going to be 43 to 50 right there. And we see, by the way, Flazer Draw finishes the regular season with 4 KOs. That is going to be 2 KOs in each game. A super hot change in the leadoff. That could be very helpful for Toronto. Boston is going to be down 4-2 now in this game as Quando Dingle comes out. Off smash, gets rid of Kaivine. Here comes the Season 1 MVP in Nezuko. So it's going to be 0, 22 to 26 as we see Nezuko coming out for Quando Dingle. It's going to be neutral special into grab. It's going to miss. Up tilt. After the up tilt, it's going to be 39 to 49. We see the side special. After the side special, it's going to be jab from the Ganondorf after the spot dodge forward smash. 66 to 83 to 49. It's going to be 99 to 49. Up tilt. That's going to get interrupted by the neutral air. We see side B. Nezuko at 112. We see the up smash. Quando Dingle has 2 KOs for the Boston Brawlers, as this game is now a 2-2 score. It's going to be 0 to 85 right now. We see Mordes missing that up smash. She keeps missing those up smashes. Either they get parried or only the first hit lands. That platform is very, very weird for Mordes' up smashes. She's trying to compete for Comeback Player of the Year this season. It's going to be 0 to 27. We see Dorian miss. Newt Blurring Blade. Quando Dingle off stage. The stage makes a full cycle. He will come back on. It's going to be 0 to 141. It's going to be a forward tilt, down special though. This will be a 1 versus 2 scenario for Yummers. Amalgamate me Brawler. So Yummers entering this round, I believe, has a good amount of KOs. Currently has 19 KOs, 1 more KO, and Yummers, for the first time in their career, would have 20 KOs. A massive breakout season for the Mii Brawlers with a struggling Boston Brawlers team. It's going to be 88, 90 to 58 as we see Mordes coming back onto the stage. Up smash as Yummers tries to find his 20th KO of the season, joining the 20 KO club. It's going to be down smash. He is going to be able to come back onto the stage. It's 105 to 84. That down smash gets spot dodged. Back throw, making this 120 to 84. We see Yummers waiting. Neutral B misses. Down smash, and Yummers is going to be able to come back onto the stage. 131 to 10 right now. 131 to 109. There is still the Season 2 MVP in the back for Toronto. Even if Mordes gets KO'd here, it's going to be down tilt. She's going to come high, and it's going to be down air, and that is going to be the dagger right there. Toronto is back in the playoffs. Welcome back to the playoffs, Toronto. Mordes gets that game-winning KO against the Boston Brawlers. We see Flazer draw 2 KOs as the leadoff. Mordes 2 KOs. I believe Mordes, her final KO total in this insane comeback season for her. This might be a career best, actually. Let's find her real quick. Where is she? Where is she? Mordes is going to finish the regular season with 16 KOs. That is a career best for her. Her best season was the first season of the league with the Time Zone Squad, who is also back in the playoffs. But Mordes struggled in Season 2 with the Time Zone Squad, was in the bench all of Season 3 with the 8-bit bots who folded, and then she was not selected in the expansion draft, ladies and gentlemen. No, none of the expansion teams chose her. Instead, she fell to waivers, and Toronto was the only team to place a waiver claim, so that is where Mordes went. She has been a key contributor to this Toronto team, who's going to finish the regular season 10-6. So, Toronto has lost a spot into the playoffs. That means the last spot remaining belongs to either Miami or the Novas. Buffalo, they can get in with a win or Miami loss. Miami, they can get in with a win and a Buffalo loss. Let's place that screenshot real quick. It's up next. This game right here is going to affect the #1 seed in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, Miami at the Novas, when we come back from this break.
Squad strike.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 16, Game number 7, as we have Miami at the Novas. Alright, so here's the deal. If Miami wins this, they are going to be on watch the next game. They would have to root for Ottawa to defeat Buffalo if they want to spot into the playoffs. As for the Novas, if a win here and they clinch the number 1 seed plus a first round bye. If they lose, they can still get a first round bye if the dynamic divorce loses to no custody. Well, I'm not sure what the configuration would be regarding number 1 and number 2. Most likely no custody number 1, the Novas number 2 if that were to happen. There's also a weird awkward scenario where the Novas, if they lose here badly to Miami, they could have to play in the first round of the playoffs if dynamic divorce wins a very close match. Alright, I think, let's see. I think if the Novas lose 5-3, yeah, if the Novas lose 5-3, if Dynamic Divorce wins 5-4, that puts both Dynamic Divorce at 13 and 12. The Novas would have to lose 5-3. The Novas would have to lose 5-3, only 73 KOs to Dynamic Divorce 74, since they would be the winner of that game. So the Novas, if they a 5-3 loss, and they could be in jeopardy of missing out on a first round bye. As for Miami, a loss here and they are eliminated from the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Buffalo would clinch the number 6 seed by default. Alright, let's get started as we have Lonas X, Yamcha, Dabuffalo, Sub-Zero, and Gengalzo versus Diabels. Valorex, it's him. A+ to me, and talk is cheap. So yeah, I did the math real quick. If the Novas lose 5-3 and Dynamic Divorce wins 5-4, then Dynamic Divorce is your 1 seed, No Custody is a 2 seed, and the Novas are the 3 seed. So basically, Novas, if you're gonna lose a game, lose 5-4. Alright, your leadoffs, Lonas X versus Diabels. This is a home game for the Novas, by the way, so we're going to see down throw, back air, Diabels, that's a down air right there, and Lonas X will be able to come back onto the stage at least because he's only at 20. Up tilt, up air, we see the up air now, 69-36. It's going to be Lonas X with a boomerang getting shielded. Forward smash, it's going to miss from Diabels though, 69-52. We see the side B there, it's going to be a back throw, make this 69-65. We see Diabels with a down there. Forward smash though, that's going to get rid of Lonas X. Diabels shows why she was the best leadoff last season with the Novas as well. It's going to be 0-80 right now. I believe Diabels has been with the Novas all 4 seasons of Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. I think. Maybe she was with another team at the start of season 1 but got over here by trade or something, but I do believe she's been here all 4 seasons. Forward smash, that's going to be it for Diabels for the regular season. It's going to be 21-0 right now as Yamcha gets that KO. Valorex having his career best season, his 2nd season with the Novas, was traded over here from Very Dodge's team. That forward air there, that's going to be KO number 20 for Valorex. That was what we were going to mention just now. Dabuffalo coming out from Miami. It's going to be 20-40 right now. We see a side B making this 29-57. It's going to be Laser. After that Laser, it's going to be 29-67. Valorex is 6-7. We see a little combo right there. 60-67. We see Valorex coming back onto the stage. Down smash. It's going to be, he will be able to come back onto the stage. It's 70-87 right now as we see up next. It's going to be forward smash. 78-104. Valorex, up special. He'll come back to the stage. 87-106. Miami, if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive, they need that KO right there, and they need to get big damage on. It's him. Panger's Dr. Mario coming out for the Nova specifically with the up smash. It's going to be 2 versus 3 for Miami right now. Miami is down to just Sub-Zero and Gengalzo for what could possibly be their season. 22-42. Sub-Zero comes back onto the stage against It's Him. We see It's Him out of parry. It's going to be a back throw. It's Him should be able to come back onto the stage. He will. Doesn't even need the down special. 68-59. Back air. It's Him at 72. We're going to see a back throw now. 68-81. It's Him. Went high, but the Holy Water is going to miss. Forward smash getting shielded there. 68-92. Gengalzo can come back from 1 versus 2 scenarios right there. That was honestly the best move right there, but that's going to get punched right there by the down throw into the down air. No down special, but the up smash. Sub-Zero will get KO'd. Miami has a 1 versus 3 scenario if they want to keep their season alive. It's going to be down throw from It's Him, forward smash. So it's him versus Gengalzo. We see the up throw, we see the up air. Gengalzo is almost there towards the Arsene meter, about 80% of the way there. Got to be 66. that pill, gonna make it 71. Arsene is gonna come out now for Miami. It's gonna be 101 to 108 as we see Arsene already halfway there, and it's him. He's gonna get this win for the Novas. The Novas are gonna be the #1 seed if no custody loses. We'll see, we'll see. They're gonna win this game 5-2, by the way. But it's him. 3 KOs for the Novas. That's gonna give the Novas a massive advantage. Okay, so I kind of forgot that the Novas and no custody had the same record entering this round. So here's what this means. The winner of Dynamic Divorce versus No Custody will be the #2 seed entering the playoffs. The loser will be the #3 seed, and they are going to have to face Buffalo. Congratulations, Buffalo. You are in the playoffs by default. Your match versus Ottawa is going to come up next. So, we'll do a little update on those Eastern Conference standings, all that, after this. But let's see. But yeah, congratulations Buffalo in their rookie season. They had started this season 3-0, suffered a massive 6-game losing streak, but because of this win right here from the Novas or Miami, even if Buffalo loses by the largest possible margin, their differential would only fall to -3. Miami, their differential is going to be at -6, which means even if Ottawa for some reason fell all the way down, even if Ottawa just curb stomped Buffalo right here 5-0, never happened before, but if that were to happen, Buffalo would get into the playoffs with a 7-9 record, but ideally, 8-8 record, my apologies. So, yes, Buffalo, they are in the playoffs. Congratulations, congratulations. We're going to see whether or not they're going to be in as a 9-7 or 8-18, but this next game is relatively insignificant to the playoff picture. Ottawa versus Buffalo when we come back from the break.
Squad strike.
Dabuffalo, I'm gonna be real with you, I forgot to actually manually select the music this entire time. Well, let's see, Leah for Ottawa, I rigged the music to only play Persona 5 songs, so it's only on the red stage, but I've been forgetting to set it to full steam ahead. I just remembered right now, since you were in the chat all that, I was like, you know what, Buffalo, they're in the playoffs, so it's full steam ahead into the playoffs for Buffalo. Alright, let me load the rest of the rosters real quick, then we'll get on to this match. No real significant meaning to here at Buffalo. They will be the 6th seed. They're going to face off against the loser of No Custody versus Dynamic Divorce. So we'll see who they want to face in there. Alright. Going to be loading your rosters, and we'll see you in a little bit. Yo, I'm just gonna get on the microphone now because Buffalo, they have a drastically different roster for this game, specifically against Ottawa. So, the #3 overall pick in the game, he is gonna be resting tonight. Instead, we are gonna see Criminal as the leadoff. I believe this is gonna be his first game of the regular season, so his first appearance for Buffalo. Let me double check that spreadsheet real quick with the rosters. Let's see. Yes, That's actually going to be Criminal's second appearance. He had a leadoff loss in round 7. That was when Buffalo faced off against Fun Gang. Then, your second amiibo. This is going to be the other first round pick for Buffalo. Keep in mind, they had 2 first round picks because of a trade they made with the Novas. They were able to leapfrog over no custody to acquire Venus, Net Easy's Byleth. Then, we're going to see a bunch more bench players for Buffalo tonight. We're going to see Frostbite's Brawler Bubble Base in slot number 3. Bubble Base, he spent last season with Veridog's team. He had been in the bench the entire time, but had a big breakout season with Veridog's team when it was being managed by both Jim and Dabuffalo. So Bubble Base comes over here with Buffalo. Not as much activity as they wanted, but he is still on a team to make it back to the playoffs. Slot number 4, this is going to be B-Fans Sword Fighter Gancho, who spent last season with the Team Instinct. That team folded after just one season in Season 3 that was managed by Superberry, but here he is, Gancho in slot 4, and then we haven't really seen much action from him, but this is going to be the Season 3 comeback player, Panger's Pokemon trainer, Haim. He is going to be the closer for Buffalo tonight, so let's find him, let's bring him in, and where is he? Here he comes, Haim.
Pokemon trainer.
Alright, so Buffalo already knows that they're going full steam ahead into a playoff slot. This game is just to see whether or not they want to be 9-7 or 8-8 entering the big dance. They are going to be the number 6 seed as they will face the loser of Dynamic Divorce versus No Custody in the first round of the playoffs. As for the other East Conference matchup, Detroit, Toronto, they're going to face each other in that first round of the playoffs. I think that was a matchup during Season 2 of the playoffs. I'll need to double check on that. But Detroit and Toronto, they are back in the playoffs for the first time since Season 2. Dabuffalo, with his expansion team, able to make it into the playoffs in their very first season. We have the Novas, No Custody, Dynamic Divorce. The Novas, first playoff appearance. One other thing to mention. Congratulations to the Novas, by the way. They're the first team to have back-to-back #1 seeds overall. Forgot to mention that, so give a round of applause to the Novas real quick. Panger, you have built an insane roster. Like, this roster is absolutely insane. This is a 13-3 team entering. This is the second best record ever in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League history. The best we've seen since the 14-2 season by the Season 1 Time Zone squad. Let's see. To show you how stacked this Novas roster is, they've been cycling through multiple Amiibo in that 5 slot between Talk is Cheap and Zillyhoo. Talk is Cheap was that number 5 slot, did not appear. We saw Steve, which is a Ganondorf Amiibo. All-time highest wins? No. All-time highest wins belongs to the Season 1 Time Zone squad, 14-2 record back in Season 1. But I think as a team, we'll see. Okay, keep in mind what this bench has. There was a Meta Knight in the bench who was a rookie. There's also Scorpion and a Pokemon trainer here in the bench. So this Novas team, if things start to not work out in the conference semifinals, they still have a very strong bench. I hope you remember Scorpion. He won Rookie of the Year after Nightmares King Deity Pancakes. He kind of won, best low tier with 19 KOs. He is on the bench. We have not seen Scorpion at all for the Novas, but this game, it's Ottawa versus Buffalo. Your rosters are going to be Taste, Sauron, Papaya, Titus, and Zeldina versus Criminal, Venus, Bubble Base, Gancho, and Haim. Buffalo's in the playoffs. They just want to see what their final record is. As for Ottawa, they can get the second best pick in the draft after expansion teams. So that would be right behind Red plus Blue if they lose this game right here. So Taste versus Criminal are going to be your leadoffs.
3, 2, 1, go!
Wait, for all that wait, round 9. When did Dynamic Divorce and Buffalo switch? Oh yeah, the deadline stuff. My bad. Wait, that was round 8, I think. Yeah, that was round 8, not round 9. Round 8. 53-51 right now. God, the deadline stuff is gonna be way weirder because the way the playoff deadlines work, all that, it's like based off previous game. Yeah, it was round number 8. 86-98 right now as Criminal coming back onto the stage, and we see, oh, that would have been a downer right there from Taste, but it got armored by the up special of Criminal. It's going to be 86 to 139. Criminal still alive for Buffalo. Going to be 98 to 139. This is his second leadoff of the season, by the way. Had a leadoff loss back in round number 8 for Buffalo, I believe. Sorry, round 7. Going to be Gordo right there. Taste gets KO'd right here. So now here comes Sauron for Ottawa. That was a big armor right there as Criminal eventually comes to lead. He will get KO'd right there. A screen KO against Sauron's Blue Fireball. Also, Buffalo versus Dynamic Divorce, that happened back in round 8 of the Squad Strike Mail Draft League. I have the whiteboard up here in my room so I can literally see it in the corner. It's the second game of round 8. It's going to be 42 to 0 right now. It's Venus coming out right now. Up special. Sauron finally gets some damage onto Venus. It's going to be 74 to 43 right now. We see the up air. 74 to 55 as up next. We see the side special. Sauron has the wing now for Ottawa. We're going to wait for Buffalo. Going to go for, nope, it's going to be forward throw. Venus comes back at 6-7%. It's going to be a back throw at 6-7%. 97 to 6-7. Side B, that's going to miss as we see back throw here. 108 to 6-7. We see Sauron coming back to the stage safely. Venus gets away at 6-7%. Now it's going to be forward tilt, making this 108 to 79. Up next, going to be out of parry. Side B, 121 to 79. It's going to be forward smash missing from Venus. Up next, we see up smash getting interrupted by a jab, jab, jab from Sauron. Sauron has 1 KO so far. Can he make it 2? 133 to 93. We see that snap from Sauron. Up smash gets avoided. It's going to be a back throw from Venus. And we see forward air. That's going to hit Venus, making this 144 to 125. Up special getting shielded. We're going to see Venus. Just another grab. That will get rid of Sauron though. So Venus has a KO in his rookie season. Going to be 11, 20 as Papaya coming out. That's going to be some up air juggling right there. 35%, 58 to 130. Out of parry, we see just a miss. Down throw, forward air, Papaya at 77% already. That spike ball is going to miss because of those platform. Down tilt into up smash. That is 2 KOs from Venus right here. Titus coming out for Ottawa now. Forward smash will get rid of Venus. Here comes Bubble Base for the Buffalo Amiibashers. 22 to 0 right now. Titus as a rookie has been somewhat of a struggling rookie so far. If we look at Ottawa's data real quick, we're going to see that side special from Bubble Base though. 48-0 right now. It's going to be Titus already at 66%, finally getting some damage onto Bubble Base. But Titus, he only has 7 KOs so far this season. Going to be 66-39, so he is averaging less than half a KO per game. 77 to 39, we see that side special right there. 100 to 39, 101 to 39. It's going to be Bubble Base getting that. No side B yet. Forward smash here. It's going to be 101 to 65. The Buster Monado is now active for Titus, who has Bubble Base at 86%. So 101 to 86. Buster, it's going to be a down smash, making this 101 to 104. Titus, he is trying to even things up for Ottawa in this game. A loss here in Ottawa gets the second best pick in the draft behind Red plus Blue and any expansion teams. Needs to use a jump Monado comeback. Up special, Bubble Base, 133%. It's going to be forward smash right here. Titus picks up a KO. It's going to be Gancho coming out for Buffalo. So it's going to be 2 KOs from Titus, I believe, in this game. Going to be 131. KO right there. Zeldina has a 1 versus 2 scenario for Ottawa. Buffalo, though, they're already in the playoffs, so they don't need to worry. Even if they do blow this lead, it's going to be 25 to 21 right now. We're going to make this 38 to 24. It's going to be up throw into no up smash from Zeldina. Bit of an interesting decision from this Zelda amiibo. She spent her first 2 seasons with Your Worst Nightmare, was on the bench entirely for Ottawa last season, but this season getting a bunch of activity as the closer for Ottawa. Right now, Zeldina currently leads the team with 13 KOs, so it's going to be 71 to 56. We're going to see a side special, Gancho. It's going to be 71, 88 to 56. Zeldina should be able to come back onto the stage safe and soundly. We're going to see that down smash get interrupted by that ledge grab. That's going to be a blurring blade though, making this 98 to 68. We see side B getting parried. Zeldina gets hit by the down B now. 114 to 68. It's going to be up smash. That's going to miss. And we're going to see instead up tilt. Do we see an up air? No up air. It's going to be just instead positional down special. 134 to 68. Zeldina trying to come back on. And that down smash right there. Buffalo. They're going to win this game 5 to 3. Alright, the Buffalo Amiibashers will finish the regular season 9-7. So, the 6 teams that are going to the playoffs in the Eastern Conference have been locked in. It's going to be Buffalo at 6, Toronto at 5, Detroit at 4, the Novas They are most likely going to be the number 1 seed. The big thing is going to be no custody and dynamic divorce. They are going to face each other to see who gets a first round bye, but first, we need to head back to the West, because in the West, now, we are going to determine which teams in the Western Conference will make it to the playoffs. Will it be Feet, Amiibo Engage, 456 Squadron, Ceiling Fans, and Critical Crashers? 5 teams trying to cram their way into the last 2 spots. We'll get to those games, starting with Feet and Time Zone Squad, when we come back from this water break. Go get water. I'm serious. Go get water. Drink.
One strike.
Alright, I'm back. I think I got my water. Hopefully it should be enough water for now until the end of the night. We have 5 games remaining to the regular season. So, your last 5 games for the regular season, for those of you who are just tuning into the stream right now, we're going to do 4 games in the Western Conference to determine who makes it in. But first, the big drama. Fantasy Feet enthusiasts at the Time Zone Squad. If the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts win, the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts are in the playoffs, meaning that there's only going to be 4 teams trying to cram their way into the last spots, and Very Dog's team would clinch the number 2 seed and a bye. However, if the Time Zone Squad wins, the Time Zone Squad, they get the number 2 seed in the playoffs, and they get a first round bye. So that's going to be a big drama. Then we're going to see JG Wentworth at the Critical Crashers, the final cross-conference game of the regular season. So JG Wentworth already eliminated. Critical Crashers, they need a huge win against this team in order to catch up in the differential race, because they're going to need to win in that differential with the other teams we're going to mention. 456 Squadron, another team mentioned, they go on the road at Edmonton with a 3-game win streak. A win and things could almost be secured for them to make it back to the playoffs for the first time since season number 2. Then, Amiibo Engage at the Ceiling Fans. Amiibo Engage, they have been suffering a 3-game losing streak. They could have clinched a playoff spot multiple times, but they are not in the big dance quite yet. 7-8 record entering this round. As for the Ceiling Fans, they are currently 7-8. They had a 3-game win streak snapped in the previous round. Let me double check. Yeah, was it a 3-game win streak? Let's see. Yeah, they had a 3-game win streak, winning 5 of their last 7 games, 5 of their last 8 now, but they need to win and get some help in the differential game, preferably with a 4. Okay, they need to win a 456 Squadron loss, and preferably for the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts to either win or lose. A loss would help things out much easier for the Ceiling Fans to get if they want to get into the big dance, the playoffs, for the very first time. When we come back on the microphone in another minute, we're going to have the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts at the Time Zone Squad, which will affect both a playoff spot as well as the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. We'll be back in 1 to 2 minutes. Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 16, Game number 8, as we have the Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts at the Time Zone Squad. So, the Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts are 1-5 in their last 6 games. This team started with a 5-0 record, starting off, let's see, they were 7-2 at one point, but 1-6 in their last couple of games. They need a win in this final round to make it into the playoffs, and their differential is not exactly ideal, so a loss could put them in jeopardy of elimination. They would become the first 5-0 team to miss the playoffs in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League history if that were to happen. As for the Time Zone Squad, they are back in the playoffs for the first time since season number 1, but they have the opportunity to get a first round bye with a win here against the Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts. If they win, they are the number 2 seed, they get a bye alongside your worst nightmare, but if they lose, then Very Dog's team will be your number 2 seed and they'll get that first round bye. So, the Western Conference's number 2 seed, as well as the Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts playoff hopes, that is going to be on the stake in this game. The MVP race, let's see, Joe's Byleth Farm currently leads with 25 KOs, but Lego Batman enters this round with 20. She would need a 5 kill performance, the first and only, if she wants to tie, but let's be real folks, it's not going to happen. It's probably not going to happen, a 5 kill performance. Let's get started. Alright. That would require Nogotan to have a 4 kill performance. The best performance she has had, I don't even think she's had a 2 kill performance. Let me double check that. But Bisclavette, Nogotan, they're going to be your leadoffs. If we look at Nogotan's all-time data, yeah, she has not had a 2 kill performance. All of her wins have been 1-win leadoffs. It's going to be 17-16 right now. We see the Mii Brawler coming back onto the stage. 41-16. The Time Zone Squad. A first round bye is on stake if they can win this game. It's going to be 41-46 right now. Forward throw. 54-16. 54-61 as we're going to see next. It's going to be neutral B missing. Side special. Bisclavette at 80%. It's going to be down special missing. Down tilt. Nogotan. She's going to get hit by the Gordo and it's stuck in the ledge. She's going to come back on. Gets hit by that. She only gets hit once. But another Gordo. She is still trying to come back onto the stage and now she will. It's going to be 80-135. She got thrown, so she's still trying to find a consistent way to stay on the stage, and neutral special right here. That's going to hit, not able to KO quite yet. Waiting for Bisclavette to come back down to the stage. It's 106-36. That Gordo is going to get deflected back to the King Deity. 120-150. Both Amiibo come back onto the stage from opposite ledges. It's going to be still that same percent. We see a neutral special right here, and Nogotan gets the leadoff win for the Time Zone Squad. So it's going to be off smash from Ice Eater 40. This is going to be her last game of her season, by the way, as Ice Eater 40. Sorry, not of the season, but Ice Eater 40. Whenever the season ends, either in the regular season or the playoffs, Ice Eater 40 will not be continuing on into Season 5. The Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts, they'll receive a compensatory pick because of her services, but we'll see what happens, what they do with her. Gotta be 35-85 right now. We see a side B. The reigning MVP Pancakes already at 102%. It's going to be coming back onto the stage. We see the backdoor from Ice Eater 40. It's going to be 35-111. Pancakes back into the stage. It's going to be down smash 51-111. Side B, it's going to be down tilt. After the down tilt, it's going to be 51-120. We're going to see the neutral air followed by the neutral special. And then we see Gordo miss 80-131 right now. Pancakes coming back onto the stage. It's going to be out of parry. We see a forward throw. Pancakes still trying to find his way back onto the stage. He will go high, and he's going to get punched right there. Down special KO from Ice Eater 40. That is her second of this game. So Pump Patch coming out for the Time Zone Squad. It's going to be 93-13 right now. We see Pump Patch. It's going to be down special 93-22. Out of parry. Down smash. We're going to see it's going to be up tilt missing. Fireball, 129-22. Downer right there. That's going to get rid of Ice Eater 40. Yuri is going to come out for the Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts. It's going to be 0-60 right now. After the forward smashes, another forward smash. 0-75. Yuri tries to go off stage, but she's going to stay on. It's going to be 0-75. Dash attack into no fireball there. 18. Jab, jab, jab. 30-75. We see a down air. No, it's going to miss. 30-75, but down air right there. Another down air. Yuri went deep, and she gets that KO. The Time Zone Squad, they are down 3-2. It's going to have to come down to Trident and Crony for the Times Zone Squad if they want a first round bye. But Yuri, 68-56. Dash attack is going to be 68-71 right now. Trident coming back onto the stage. It's going to be forward smash getting shielded right here. Another forward smash, 68-88. We see up tilt, but now it's going to be jab from the Ganondorf. It's going to be forward smash again, 82-104. So Yuri, it's going to be 95-104. We're going to see next going to be down special. Yuri, she'll survive the down special from Trident. It's going to be 116-104. Down tilt makes it 2 versus 2. Echo Narc coming out for the Fantasy Feet enthusiast. Spent his first 3 seasons with Toronto as Trident. He comes back onto the stage just barely. Side special into down smash. That's going to be 34-123. Trident does not go off stage, so he's going to stay on the stage for now. Back throw. Trident will be KO'd here. So Crony has a 1 versus 2 scenario for the Time Zone Squad. If they want a first round bye in the playoffs, if the Time Zone Squad loses here, Very Dog's team will get a first round bye in the playoffs because they will be the number 2 seed. We see the forward smash. Crony brings us down to the last amiibo. So it's going to come down to Lego Batman versus Crony. We see the dash attack again. 34-4. Neutral special. That's going to hit Lego Batman. 70-4 right now. Crony has a huge percent lead for the Time Zone Squad. Neutral air. We see the side B. 98-4. We see that side B from Lego Batman. Down tilt. We see up smash right here. It's going to miss, however. It's going to be up special. Back air. 106-59. Back throw. Lego Batman off stage right now. She should be able to come back on. It's 119-59. We're going to see down tilt. We're going to see dash attack miss. Up smash. Crony at 79. Back air. It's 127-96. Can the rookie get the Time Zone Squad? She will! The Time Zone Squad has clinched a first round bye in the playoffs. They are your number 2 seed in the Western Conference as they win this game 5-4. So the Time Zone Squad, they are the team who gets the number 2 seed thanks to the comeback from Crony, the rookie, the Warden of Time, who has had to bail out this team a bunch of times, but Crony is able to get it done for the Time Zone Squad. We see Ice Eater 40, 2 KOs. Yuri got a KO and had big damage onto Trident, but Trident, Crony, they were able to bring this back. So the Time Zone Squad is going to finish the regular season 10-6. Diddle Burritos are 9-7. Very Dog's team is also going to be 9-7, so our top 4 seeds for now in theory. Yeah, your top 4 seeds are going to be your Worst Nightmare, Time Zone Squad, Very Dog's team, the Ditto Burritos. So, your Worst Nightmare and the Time Zone Squad, they get the top 2 seeds. They're going to have first round byes, so we won't see them until the conference semifinals. GG's, by the way, GG's. The reigning MVP did get shot out in this game, Pancakes. Alright, so the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts, they did lose this game 5-4, so they're going to be 8-8 with a -1 differential. That is 8-8 after starting off 5-0. In the final 11 games, the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts won a combined total of 3-8. So, sorry, with a 7-2 start, they went. Okay, to make things worse, this team started off 7-2. They went 1-6 in their final 7 games. How about that? And now their playoff hopes are in big jeopardy. So, I'm gonna grab a piece of paper real quick. This is how we're going to be able to track things live, because this will probably give us a better idea how to track things regarding playoffs. Let me find a pencil real quick. Pencil. Here we go. John Pepperoni Pizza Pencil. Alright, so the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts, they lose this game. They're going to be 8-7. Let me write feet real quick. 8-8 with a -1 differential. They only got 4 KOs in this game, so that's going to be 70 total KOs for this team. So 8-8 -1, 70. So let's see. Let me do some math. Alright. We'll do the math later, but that is going to be the benchmark for the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts right now. Their playoff hopes are in jeopardy because of that negative differential. If Amiibo engage and the 456 Squadron win, then the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts will be a 5-0 team that misses the playoffs. Alright, let's get the screenshot for the Time Zone Squad. They're getting a first round bye. And let's head to your next match. J.G. Wentworth at the Critical Crashers.
Squad strike. DDD.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 16, Game number 10. So the previous game we had was actually Game number 9, Ottawa Buffalo. That was Game number 8, so I apologize for the wrong numbers. This is Game number 10 right here as we have J.G. Wentworth at the Critical Crashers. So, the Critical Crashers are currently 7-8 entering this round with a -4 differential. Not only do they need to get a win here, they need to get a big win against J.G. Wentworth. The Fantasy Feet enthusiasts have lost. It was a 5-4 loss 2 times on squad, so they are -1 with that 8-8 record. The Squadron, they still gotta play Edmonton after this. Ideally, you want the Ceiling fans to maybe win against Amiibo Engage and hopefully win out on the differential game. We'll see, but the Critical Crashers, the first thing they need if they want to get into the playoffs, they need a huge win. Their opponent is J.G. Wentworth, and Pant 1, he is going to the All-Star game as the Eastern Conference's best leadoff, even though this team is eliminated, currently standing with a 5-10 record. If they lose here, by the way, they could get the 3rd best pick in the draft behind Red Post Blue and behind Ottawa. A win, and we'll see all the math regarding the 6 and 10 teams. Gonna be a bit of a fun math to do, but let's get started. Now, if the Critical Crashers lose, by the way, it's going to be a little bit obvious, but yeah, the Critical Crashers, they will be eliminated if they lose, but they need a big win here. Pant 1 versus Gloom Edge are your leadoffs. Pant 1 has suffered his first leadoff loss since round 3 in the previous round. Can it be back-to-back losses? So it's going to be 0-0 right now. Down special makes it 18. We're going to see up next, going to be down smash missing. 8-35 right now. We're going to see another down special, making this 8-48. We're going to see just the down special again. Gloom Edge at 58. We're going to see forward smash, making this 32-58. Afterwards, it's going to be down special again. 32-80 right now. Gloom Edge trying to come back onto the stage. We see the get up attack. Blurring Blade, that puts Gloom Edge at 90. Gloom Edge comes back onto the stage. It's going to be 44-101. Gloom Edge still trying to find his way back onto the stage. He's just been getting launched off the ledge, launched back on the ledge, off the ledge. So there he is, off the ledge, comes back to the ledge, and then watch, he gets launched off the ledge again. Actually, it's an up smash, making this 76-118. But this back throw, that continues the off the ledge, on the ledge trend. Gloom Edge, that's a down smash right there, and Pant 1. As a leadoff, he is going to be 14-2 as a leadoff this entire season. 14 wins as a leadoff, that is the most. That is going to be the regular season record by any single leadoff in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. In the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference, both conferences have rookies representing the leadoffs in the All-Star position. So this could be a possible changing of guard. We'll see. But Grim Knight comes out right now, down special at 32%. He's going to come back on, puts damage on the Pant 1 as Pant 1 still alive, still on the field. Critical Crashers, they need a huge win, and in order to get that huge win, they need to get rid of Pant 1 soon. But yeah, the All-Star game, the leadoff is going to be rookie versus rookie. I'm looking forward to that Low versus Pant 1 interaction. That's going to be very, very fun. 146-56 right now. Keep in mind, the general managers of the #1 seeds, they get to manage the All-Star game rosters. That's going to be Nightmare versus whoever wins the other conference. Pant 1 gets KO right here at the down smash, but Grim Knight already at 115. They are behind J.G. Wentworth. That is not what they need right now, and that's Shoryuken. It's going to be 4 versus 3. Freak needs to do his iconic Freak finish. It's going to be 40-0 right now. He's going to come back onto the stage. 40 as Channing Tatum. That's a down smash. 54-0. Do we see an aerial? We see the forward air, but it's going to be a bad angle there. It's going to be 64-5. 64-14. Channing Tatum off stage. There's that down air. Freak. If that allows the Critical Crashers to win, that is going to be the big turning point right there. That Freak finish from Freak against Channing Tatum. Smooth Criminal comes out, but Freak already at 82%. Freak needs to get big damage against Smooth Criminal soon, and Smooth Criminal, he has not had an out special KO in a little while. Down throw, forward air, 0-116. This is still a 3 versus 3 scenario, but we see up tilt colliding, forward air, 11-132. Up smash, that got teched at the ledge though. Freak is still alive. It's 11, but the back throw, it is 3 versus 2 as Chaos King, the 2nd overall pick in the draft, needs to get multiple KOs here for the Critical Crashers. Ideally, He wants to be the one to finish this game and possibly make this a 5-3 victory for the Critical Crashers, because if you come down to Informer, that is not going to help your differential in any way, shape, or form. It's going to be 79, 79 to 71. We're going to see Chaos King coming back onto the stage. It's going to be 79 to 71. He's still there. That was an up special attempt from Smooth Criminal right there. It's going to be the Gordo, 102 to 72. We see Chaos King. Side B, not going to land quite yet. Actually, it will hit at the very last bounce. 113 to 72. It's going to be down tilt. That's going to miss. 113 to 85. We are going to see Chaos King coming back onto the stage. It's going to be down smash. That's going to get rid of Smooth Criminal. It's JJ Vance coming out right now. So, this is 2 versus 2 right now. Chaos King needs to get all 3 KOs in order to give Critical Crashers a chance in the differential game. It's going to be up special spam from this Kirby. If they go down to Informer, that could possibly be the end of their potential playoff hopes. We see the Gordo, that's going to land, 25 to 113. It's going to be the jab into up throw. Do we see the up air? Vance at 54% right now, 56, 57, come back down to the stage, gets hit by the Gordo. It's 72 to 113, down special misses. We see that Gordo, 95, 97, 98 to 113. The rookie is dealing great work against this other rookie. It's going to be 98 out of parry, down tilt. If we see a Gordo here, that could be it. The Gordo, that's going to barely miss. But the forward tilt, it's going to be 115 to 113. That Gordo's going to hit, actually, and that's still not able to KO. 128 to 113. But the Kirby, he falls short. So, the Chaos King has brought this down to the last Amiibo. It's going to be 0 to 142. You need to get a big win here to get your differential. If Chaos King is able to get this 3rd KO here, that's going to make this a 5-3 win and a -2 differential. Purple Limbs already at 56%. 73 with the up smash. It's going to be, do we see an up smash here? It's going to be down tilt. Chaos King still alive at 157. 73 to 157. We see the down smash and Chaos King. That's not it quite yet, but the Gordo, that's going to be it now. The Chaos King gets 3 KOs for the Critical Crashers. They're going to win this game 5-3. Alright, so that's going to bring the Critical Crashers, that's going to put them at an 8-8 record, -2 differential, with a team total of 64 KOs. So they're probably not going to win the differential game, most likely. We would need to see, more than likely, 456 Squadron. They suffer a huge loss. We have Amiibo. Okay. So, if you're the Critical Crashers, you're watching this, you want the 456 Squadron to lose, and you want Amiibo engaged to win. But even with all that said and done, I don't think they make it into the playoffs because of the Fantasy Feed enthusiasts. So even with this miraculous comeback, I think this is going to be a shortcoming effort for the Critical Crashers. A very impressive end to the rookie season, by the way. A very impressive end, but I don't think you're going to make it in because they only have a -2 differential. Fantasy Feed enthusiasts, even if they had lost 5-3 to the Time Zone Squad, it's that KO total, just the differential, all just that early start is coming back to bite the Critical Crashers. But they're going to finish the season 8-8. Still a very impressive 8-8 season for the Critical Crashers, though. I'm excited to see what they do in season number 2. We'll see what happens. But up next, the 456 Squadron at Edmonton.
Squad strike. Open arm. Beat sword fight.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 16, Game number 11, as we have the 456 Squadron at Edmonton. So, the 456 Squadron, after Round 12, were 4-8, but they have erupted on a 3-game win streak, and with a win here, they might be able to clinch a spot into the playoffs. Let's do some math. Let's see. They're currently 7-8 with a +1 differential. That would, let's see, a win brings them up to 8-8. They would have a higher differential than the Fantasy Feed enthusiasts, and probably be up there above like the winner of Amiibo Engage versus Ceiling Fans. So the 456 Squadron, they can make it into the playoffs with a win right here in this round against the defending champion Edmonton. Edmonton, the defending champions, they had a very down season, currently 6-9. A win that brings them to 7-9. A loss that brings them down to 6-10. So, the roster more or less was kind of the same for Edmonton. It was that 0-2 start that might have hurt them as well, because they did have that roster mishap for the first 2 games of the regular season. That was a loss in both games, but we'll see. Crouch, this is going to be Crouch's final game in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. They will be leaving when this season ends, so they do need to find a leadoff replacement too, but they could also upgrade in the King Deity department. Okay, I'm going to give a little sneak peek. I think I might train another King Deity for Season 5. I might train another King Deity for Season 5. I do have the Kirby Series Amiibo, so if you want an Amiibo that's kind of like closer like Bob, I might train another King Deity for Season 5 depending on popular demand, but we'll see. Edmonton, right at this point, we'll see whether or not they want to get a better draft pick or just one last win for this roster. One good thing about this upcoming season, though, is you will be able to protect 5 Amiibo instead of 4 in the expansion draft. That was one change made in the off-season proposals, so that will help things out a lot. But we have Error, Cyber Sands, MC Hammer, Mediafire, and Duolingo versus Crouch, Doofinator, Shiori, Ascent MLL, and AI Sonic. Let's get started. If the 456 Squadron wins here, they are in the playoffs, and this will be the first time in the playoffs since season number 2. And this is going to be a home game for the defending champion Edmonton, so it's going to be 0-0 right now. Error with the first bit of damage. It's going to be Crouch with a down tilt in her final game. Can she get a leadoff win? It's going to be 52% already, so it's going to be 52-25. Forward tilt, we're going to see 58-25 as we see that forward smash again. 58-46. Up next, it is going to be the up smash missing. After the up smash, we're going to see up smash again. 58-63. Up smash, it's going to be 6-7-83. Error at 6-7. So we see Error going to miss that up smash at 6-7. A 6-7 error from Error. 6-7-93. As we are going to see next, Crouch just jumping around. Up smash, Crouch at 110 because of Purple Pikmin. Back air, that's going to put Error at 87 now. So it's 87-120. Up smash is going to miss. Up smash with up air will land though. 87-131. And over here, we're going to see up smash miss, so it's going to be instead up smash again. Crouch still alive at 144%. It's going to be 87-144. And we see up smash here. It's going to miss. It's going to be forward smash, and that's going to be it for Crouch's career. 87-110. 0 right now is Doofinator, one of the 2 long-tenured members of Edmonton. They've been here all 4 seasons alongside AI Sonic, coming out for this team. 129-39. Doofinator, he gets that down right there, but he has seen the highs. He has seen, oh no! And that is the lows. 25-0 right now as Doofinator self-destructs after the KO. Shiori is going to come out right now for the defending champion, the 456 Squadron. They have a lead right here, but Cyber Sands already at 77 against Shiori. She was on the bench the entire time last season for Edmonton when they won the championship, but with they actually still have better stats on the roster, by the way. It's going to be 34-26. No, this is not MVP right, but Shiori gets it down okay right here. 3 versus 3. MC Hammer, the rookie, is going to come out right now, so it's going to be 12-56. We see dash attack, making this 12-73. Shiori avoids that air. It's going to be 12-84 right now. We see the Gordo. Shiori tries to reflect it, does not land anything. It's going to be 12-84, but a back throw. The Archiver off stage. It's going to be 12-103 as we see. Ooh! Up special to punish MC Hammer going high. It's going to be 27-103. It's going to be forward tilt, 27-106. that neutral special. Shiori is trying to get those Gordos reflected against MC Hammer. We'll see if she tries to get away with one or not, but it's going to be 27 to 122. We see forward throw right here. Shiori still alive for now. 27 to 139. It's going to be a Gordo. That Gordo actually missed. Down special. That was a full charge down special that actually landed onto MC Hammer. It's going to be 66, 71 to 139. A back throw here. Shiori still alive off stage at 156%. Off smash gets interrupted. It's a down throw. Do we see the up air? We see the up air, and that will KO MC Hammer. Shiori has 2 KOs for Edmonton in this game as a 456 squadron. If they can win this, it's 2 versus 2 now. They can get into the playoffs. Media Fire getting that KO against Shiori, but already at 54% against Ascent MLO. 69 to 0. That's a parry. That's up tilt, up tilt, up tilt, up tilt. We're going to see 69 to 46. It's going to be just the down smash again. That one's going to get shielded. 69 to 66 as forward air right there. Media Fire has 2 KOs for the 456 squadron. They are 1 KO away from making it back into the playoffs. But that forward smash is going to have to come down to the rookie, Duolingo. The second round pick for the 456 squadron was chosen as a Byleth. It's going to be 12 to 22 right now. She's had a handful of game-winning KOs. She just needs one more right here against AI Sonic. AI Sonic, he's been with Edmonton all 4 seasons. He's had the highs and lows as well. You know what? Let me not even mention the highs and lows with Edmonton. We already saw Doofinator self-destruct last time I mentioned highs and lows. But Duolingo at 67%. 84, now it's 84 to 84 each. 89, but Duolingo comes back onto the stage just barely. We see the force match getting parried. Up tilt, do we see the up air? It's going to be down air from AI Sonic. It's going to be 102 to 95. We see the down tilt. Duolingo off stage right now. She's going to get hit by the egg, and she's going to fall short. Edmonton, they're going to win this game 5 to 4. The 3-game win streak of the 456 squadron gets snapped as I think they're going to be eliminated. They're not going to make it into the playoffs. So Edmonton with 2 KOs from Shiori, 2 KOs from AI Sonic. We see Media Fire with 2 KOs. Edmonton able to bounce back and win this game. They went back into the defending championship form in this game. A little too late, too little. They're going to finish the regular season 7-9 though, so not bad for the defending champion. Finish 7-9. Obviously, you want to see a defending champion make it back into the playoffs. They are the first defending champion to miss the playoffs in their title defense season, the 456 squadron. That's a heartbreaking end to their their 3-game win streak. They're going to finish 7-9 as well, as I believe the 456 squadron is going to be eliminated. So 456, we can write them under the critical crashers. They're going to be 7-9 with a, let's see, they lost this game 5 to 4, so they will finish with a 0 differential, and their total KOs is going to be 68. Alright, so with all of that said, all that done, here is the current scenarios. Amiibo Engage versus the Ceiling Fans. Amiibo Engage enters this round with a +1 differential. Ceiling Fans, they open this round with a -3 differential. If the Ceiling Fans win, I think both the Ceiling Fans and Amiibo Engage get in. If the Ceiling Fans win 5-4, 5-3, maybe even 5-2. Let's see. Actually, no, if they win 5-2, Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts get in. So, I think if the Ceiling Amiibo Engage, if they get in, they're obviously in, and the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts would get that number 6 slot. But if Amiibo Engage loses, then they can still get in if it's a 5-4 or a 5-3 loss. If it is, wait, let me do the math. No, they're +1. If it's a 5-4 loss, they're still in. If it's 5-3, they are eliminated, and the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts get that last slot. So that's going to be the last little bit of drama for the Western Conference. Amiibo Engage versus the Ceiling Fans. Winner gets into the playoffs. Loser might be eliminated. That's going to come up next when we come back from this small little break.
Squad struck.
Oh, wait a minute, I screwed up the math. Okay, so, it's actually win or go home. Yeah, this game's gonna be win or go home. So, because of everything we saw, congratulations to the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts. Congratulations to the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts. You are in the playoffs no matter what happens here, I believe. Yes, because only one of these 2 teams can win, the other's going to lose. So the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts, despite starting off 5-0, 7-2, and going 1-6 in their last 7 games, they are going to make it into the playoffs. So, Congratulations to the fantasy enthusiasts. You stumbled your way into the playoffs. You're going to face off against the number 3 seed in the Ditto Burritos, or the number 4 seed in Very Delicious team. Sorry, number 3 seed in Very Delicious team, or number 4 seed in Ditto Burritos. We'll see who they will face, but this upcoming game right here is going to be win or go home between Amiibo Engage and the Sealy fans. Winner gets into the playoffs, the loser goes home. Amiibo Engage trying to make it in as a inaugural team in their inaugural season. The Sealy fans trying to make it into the playoffs for the very first time. All this drama, all this math, that's going to happen when we come back in a couple of minutes. Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 16, Game number 12. And in the second to last game of the regular season, we have Win or Go Home. Amiibo Engage versus the Ceiling Fans. The Fantasy Fee enthusiasts have clinched a spot into the playoffs. They will be the number 5 seed or number 6 seed, depending on who wins this game, as well as certain tiebreakers. But Amiibo Engage trying to make it into the playoffs in their inaugural season, currently suffering a 3-game losing streak. If they snap that losing streak, they are in the playoffs. We'll see who they face after all the shenanigans is said and done. As for the Ceiling Fans, we've mentioned this a bunch of times during the season. The Ceiling Fans are the only original team to have never made it into the playoffs aside from the boys who folded after one season. We saw the Swarm, we saw Very Delicious team, we saw Edmonton. They made it into the big dance last season. Very Delicious team, they are back this season. Swarm and Edmonton, they missed out. But the Ceiling Fans, they can join all the other original teams in the playoffs with the win here. Your rosters for this game, the final regular season game of the Western Conference, it's going to be Jacob, Dr. Crockpot, Doodlebob, Roit, Wing, and Raikou versus Bloom, Gary, Gazan, Doom, and Stardazer. This is a win or go home game. Your leaders are Jacob versus Bloom. The winner of this game will make it to the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. Amiibo Engage. This is their first season. The Ceiling fans, this is their 4th season of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. The Ceiling fans, they get the home game at least, so it is going to be in the living room. It's going to be 0-0 right now. Jacob, Bloom, they are leadoffs. Bloom has been having his best season as a leadoff so far for the Ceiling fans this year. It's going to be 43-6 right now. We see the up air again. But Jacob, he goes from 6-7 to 77. It's going to be 77-6. We see up throw now into down air. So it's going to be some damage onto Bloom. 90-30 right now. Jacob coming back on right now. It's going to be the back air. 90-42. We see the forward air. After the forward air, it's going to be forward smash from Jacob. 97-64. Jacob tries to go off stage with the down air. Does not land anything. It's going to be 110. Forward air. Jacob is still alive for now. He should be able to come back. He will. 125-65. Jacob with the forward smash takes some poison cloud damage. He is still alive at 155, but the up smash. Bloom gets a leadoff win here for the Ceiling fans. Dr. Crockpot coming out for Amiibo Engage. It's going to be 15. Up special, making this 15-102. He tries to go for the down air. Does not land it. He lands one, but that was over the stage. So Bloom is still alive at 134%. Going to be 15-141. We see the Mario. It's going to be up tilt. After the up tilt getting parried, it's going to be, he tries to go for a back air. Bloom still alive at 157. 15-157 as we see Bloom come back onto the stage. It's going to be back throw. That's going to get rid of Bloom. All right, 4 versus 4. Gary, temporarily default color because both Gary and Doodlebob use the same color. That's going to be purple color, slot number 8. So we see Dr. Crockpot already at 77%. Gary trying to come back onto the stage, and that's going to be up air. Would that be too far? It won't be too far. Gary is able to come back onto the stage after that. 77-48. Off-stage shenanigans. They continue. Gary will come back onto the stage as that's going to be a missed down smash and a down air. 91-61. We see a forward throw from Dr. Crockpot. He tries to go off stage. Forward air does not land. Back throw. 91 each right now. 4 versus 4. Down special gets interrupted by the snake. 106-91. 117. Gary just going to stay on stage for now. It's going to be 117-91. We're going to see Gary goes for the up smash. That's going to land. Gary gets a KO right here over the Ceiling fans. Now we have Lucas versus Lucas. Gary, this is his rookie season, facing off against a long tenured veteran in Doodlebob, who gets rid of Gary. This is now 3 versus 3. Doodlebob, this is his first season with the inaugural team of Amiibo Engage. He spent last season with the Novas after that trade from the Time Zone Squad, but the first 2 seasons he was with the Time Zone Squad. 53-18 right now. We're going to see the PK Fire. It's going to be PK Fire again. 53-29. We see the up throw. We see the up air. 77-29. Up smash misses from Gazan. 77-39 as we're going to see up next. Doodlebob, he is waiting. That's a parry. Up tilt into up smash. 77-80 right now as we see Doodlebob. Going to be the neutral air. 81-80 right now. We see down tilt, down special. 81-96. Doodlebob tried to go for a PK Thunder. Instead, it's the down smash, and Doodlebob has 2 KOs for Amiibo Engage right now. They lead this game 3-2 as Doom comes out for the Ceiling fans. He's been with the team all 4 seasons. He has seen the highs. He has seen the lows. It's going to be 96-36. This is going to be Doom's last season with the Ceiling fans. He gets that KO right there, making this 2 versus 2. So now Redwings comes out for Amiibo Engage. 13-36 right now. It would be insane for Doom. He has 20 KOs. He missed the forward smash though. He has more than 20 KOs. This is career best season, and to top it off with a playoff appearance, that would be huge for the Ceiling fans. 78-91-62. Even if they don't win the playoffs, that's still a great way for Doom to ride into the sunset. Oh no! Oh no! Doom self-destructed. So Stargazer has a 1 versus 2 scenario for the Ceiling fans if they want to make it into the playoffs, and he's already at 35 against Redwings. It's going to be 109-35. That cannot be how Doom's career ends if the Ceiling fan loses this game. It's going to be forward tilt right here. Redwing at 131. He should be able to come back onto the stage. 133. Up tilt. It's going to come down to the last Amiibo, Stargazer. His 2nd year in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. He's been the closer this entire time for the Ceiling fans ever since he got here. Versus Raikou, the Season 1 playoff MVP. She would love to come back into the playoffs to defend her title once more. 33 to 6-7. Stargazer at 6-7. It's going to be 45 to 6-7. We see the down throw. We see the forward air. 45 to 86. Here comes a forward tilt. That's a missed dash attack right there. Forward throw. 54 to 95. Down tilt. We don't see an up smash yet. It's going to be forward tilt. That's going to miss. Back throw. Stargazer off starts right now. But the side special, Amiibo Engage, has made it to the playoffs. They snap a 3-game losing streak to make it in at the last moment as they win this game 5-4. You've got to be kidding me. That cannot be how Doom's career ends. That cannot be how Doom's career ends, man. A heartbreaking loss for the Ceiling fans. They are still trying to get their way into the playoffs. They're going to have to wait one more season to try. A magical run near the end for the Ceiling fans falls short in heartbreak. Doom, he got that KO, but he self-destructed against Right Wing, and Stargazer was just unable to clinch things. Not good for the Ceiling fans. They remain the only original team to have never made it into the playoffs. We don't know whether or not the boys will come back in the future or not. Them, the 8-Bit Bots, or Team Instinct. But this is just heartbreaking. This is sad. Alright, Amiibo Engage. They're in the playoffs. So Jacob, Dr. Crockpot, Doodlebob, Right Wing, Raikou, a team comprised of 3 rookies, a struggling Leadoff, Doodlebob, who went insane with the Novas last season, and Raikou, who had been long neglected after the first season. That is going to be Amiibo Engage into the playoffs. So they're going to make it into the playoffs. Let's see that final math real quick. So, Amiibo Engage, they're going to finish 8-8 with a +2 differential. That's going to make them at 71 KOs. So Amiibo Engage. The Ceiling fans, they're going to lose this game. They're going to fall down to, let's see. Ceiling fans are going to be 7-9. They're going to be -4 with, -4 with 68 KOs. So, alright, here are the final standings for the Western Conference. Your number 1 seed is Your Worst Nightmare, 11-5 record. Your number 2 seed is the Time Zone Squad, 10-6 record. Those 2 teams will have first round byes in the playoffs. Your number 3 seed is going to be Verydogs' team. They are going to host the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts. So Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts versus Verydogs' team. That's going to be one playoff series. Games 1 and 3 will be at Boxing Ring Omega Forum. Game 2 at Small Battlefield. The other playoff series is going to be Amiibo Engage at the Ditto Burritos. So games 1 and 3 at Spear Pillar Omega. Game 2, that's going to take place over at Fountain of Dreams Battlefield Forum. But that's going to be your Western Conference playoffs. We have one last game to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League regular season for season number 4 up next. When we come back from this break, it is going to be Somebody Ping Dabuffalo, Dynamic Divorce at No Custody. The winner of that game is going to be the number 2 seed in the playoffs. The loser will be the number 3 seed, and only the top 2 seeds get a playoff berth, a first round bye. That will happen when we come back from this break.
Squad strike.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 16, Game 13. Ladies and gentlemen, we have played 207 games in this regular season of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, but the 208th and final game is right here. A match to determine who gets a first round bye in the playoffs. It's the Dynamic Divorce at No Custody. Two teams with a bitter rivalry, they do not like each other. Your roster for Dynamic Divorce, it's going to be Vibin, Mythos, Failnot, Aerith, and Ted Temple versus No Custody, who has Snaketails, Fips, Starslot, Glue-Stink, and Gourd Lock. Alright, so here are the playoff scenarios. If the winner of this game will clinch a first round bye in the playoffs, No Custody, depending on how big they win against Dynamic Divorce, they could maybe have a chance to get the 1 seed, maybe, but I think ultimately the Novas might have that 1 seed locked up, so this is ultimately a battle for the number 2 seed. However, the loser of this series is going to have to face number 6 Buffalo in the playoffs. Winner gets a bye, loser deals with Buffalo. Your game is starting right now. Alright, once again, the roster is going to be Vibin, Mythos, Failnot, Aerith, Ted Temple versus Snaketails, Fips, Starslot, Glue-Stink, and Gorlock. The 208th and final game to the regular season is here. Your leadoffs are Vibin versus Snaketails. And No Custody, they get the home game here, so we are going to end this season on Suzaku Castle Omega form. This is the second season that Dynamic Divorce gets the final game of the night. We saw them have the final game of the night back in Season 2 when they faced off against Your Worst Nightmare for the number 1 seed overall. Dynamic Divorce, we saw that full KO performance from Aerith then, but right now it's going to be 88-37 right now. Vibin off stage, 113, still trying to come back on the stage, and he is going to fall short. So Snaketails with the leadoff win. No Custody immediately gets a big lead here. It's going to be Mythos coming out right now, so it's going to be 0-59. It's going to be Fireball. No, it's going to be a side special. 17-59. Mythos comes back onto the stage as Snaketails switches over to the Mithra. 26-59. Pyro is back out. Side B is going to miss. Down smash. Good punch right there from Mythos. It's going to be an up throw. After the up throw, we see the forward air. Snaketails switches to Mithra. 26-121. Mithra coming back onto the stage, but that's a whack! So Mythos gets the KO against the Mithra. That was 101%, but that is a huge KO for the Dynamic Divorce. It's going to be 26-35 right now. So we're going to see the Fireball. It's a forward smash. Fips is trying to compete in that MVP race, by the way. If he gets 4 KOs here, he can tie Farmed for the MVP race. 48-54 right now. There is a full charge Fireball available for Mythos if he wants to use it, by the way. 64-63. We're going to see that Fireball, not yet. It's 89-63 as Fips, still the last possible contender in the MVP race. Farmed will get the MVP, but there's a non-zero chance of a co-MVP. It's Fips trying to come back onto the stage. He will not. So Farmed, Joe's Byleth is your Season 4 MVP, the rookie. It's going to be 107-0 right now as Starslot waiting, up air, 128-4, Dynamic Divorce. They have the lead right now. Mythos gets KO'd right here after having 2 KOs. It's going to be Failnot versus Starslot. And Failnot, I think he's trying to find his 20th KO here. Let's see. Yes, he is 1 KO away from reaching 20 this season. Can he get it done? 63-27 right now. We're going to see Failnot. It's going to be just dash attacks colliding. 64-49. Down tilt into up air. 64-74. We're going to see the side B. Starslot at 95% right now. Failnot was the number 1 overall pick in the very first draft of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. A 20th KO here would be symbolic for the Byleth. 84-107, 102-107. This is a 3 versus 3 game right here as the winner gets a first round bye in the playoffs. Failnot misses a downer after the up special, but forward smash. Failnot will get his 20th KO of the season, a career best season for the number 1 overall pick ever. 102-45. Glue-Stink getting juggled even more. It's going to be down tilt, forward throw. It's going to be 102-84. Side B is going to miss, but Glue-Stink already taking big, significant damage. 122-84. Glue-Stink, he's going to wait. It's going to be up tilt. Do we see up air? We do see the up air from Failnot. It's going to be up special. No aerial afterwards. 122-119. It's going to be down special. That gets rid of Failnot. Here comes Aerith for the Dynamic Divorce. Gotta be 0 to 119. 19, 34. It's gotta be missed smash attack, 52. 52 to 124. Side B makes it 65. Down smash. That's gonna get rid of Aerith. So Ted Temple has a 1 versus 2 scenario for the Dynamic Divorce. It's going to come down to the last amiibo. NetEasy's Lucas versus NetEasy's Hero. 17 to 35. We're going to see Gordlock. He is a rookie trying to steal this deal for no custody. He's already at 59%. The up smash, though, it's 17 to 90 right now. We're going to see down throw into forward air. After the forward air, no follow-up. It's going to be 34 to 90. Half fireball makes it 57 to 90. We're going to see Lucas still trying to come back onto the stage. Neutral air. Off smash. That gets shielded. Down smash. Non-critical. 74 to 95 right now. Ted Temple trying to come back onto the stage. He's going to go high. That's going to put Gordlock at 112. We're going to see 74. That's a forward smash. And the Dynamic Divorce. They have the number 2 seed in the playoffs. They are get a first round bye as they're going to win this game 5 to 4. The Dynamic Divorce are going to be your number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. They get a first round bye, no custody. They have a date with Buffalo in the playoffs as Toronto, Detroit. They're going to face off against each other, so we'll see what happens here. Mythos gets 2 KOs, Gluesting with 2 KOs, Ted Temple with 2 KOs including the game winner. We have Failnut with the KO, Snaketails with the KO, Starslot with the KO, but alright. Your Season 4 MVP is Joe's Violet Farmed of the Detroit Red Wings. 25 KOs for the rookie. In fact, fun little fact about the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. So, this is the first time that a trainer now has multiple MVPs, so congratulations to Joe. You now have trained the most MVPs in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. Silly in Season 2 with 23 KOs, and now Farmed in Season 4 with 25 KOs. The record still belongs to Pancakes, Nightmares King Deity with 26 KOs back in Season 3. So, last season we saw one team get multiple MVPs. This season we get one trainer get multiple MVPs. Alright. So congratulations to Joe's Violet Farmed. He is the MVP. We've had a rookie win the MVP every single season so far for a team. However, let it be known, no team with an MVP has won the playoffs. In Season 1, the Time Zone Squad, they got swept by the Diddle Burritos in the semifinals after their first round bye. In Season 2, Toronto, I don't remember what happened to Toronto. I think they got out in the first round, maybe the second round. In Season 3, the Time Zone Squad, they didn't even make it to the playoffs. They only finished with an 8-8 record. And in Season number 4, Detroit, can they change that fate, turn the narrative around? Joe's Violet Farm, he is your MVP. We'll see what happens, all that. As for Best Leadoffs, All-Star Game, all that, we're going to be here for a little while, by the way, so stay tuned. If you're here just for the matches, this is basically the end of the stream. We're just going to be yapping about MVP race, MVP stats. Congratulations to Joe's Violet Farm. But let's get a screenshot here, and let's update all that stuff. So, we got to go into the screenshots menu real quick. Screenshots. You're about to see a whole bunch of screenshots from yours truly. Let's see. What was the first game of the night? It was, trying to think. This was the first game of the night? No, this was the first game of the night, right? No. Wait. No, this was last night. That was Critical Crashers from last night at Ditto Burrito. So that was Cinnabon Splitters. This is Your Worst Nightmare at Amiibo Engage. Okay, that was last night. That was last night. Okay, so this is going to be the first game of the night. So let's do those MVP totals real quick. So let's see. Chaos Corp. Joseph's Richter Paper Cut gets 2 KOs in his final game. So let's see. Let me copy the leadoff color real quick. Paste 2. Alright, so Joseph's Richter Paper Cut. He's going to finish with 3 KOs all season. Got 2 of them here against Pink Furry and Young Thug. As for the Chaos Corp, Nightmare Sword does not get a KO, so he finishes with 17. Vespertine gets 2 KOs, so she's going to finish in the lead for Chaos Corp with 18 KOs. Impressive seasons from both rookies. Malpractice did not get a KO, so he's going to fall 1 short of the 15 KO club. 14 KOs in 12 games. Very impressive from the rookie. Alright, and then Nachos. He got the game-winning KO for this team, so that's going to be 12 KOs. That is his second game-winning KO of the season, so that's going to be it for the Chaos Corp. They finished with a total of 69 KOs exactly, I believe. Alright. Then, their opponent, Green Bay. Let's see. Let's go to Green Bay real quick. Pink Furby suffered a leadoff loss. We saw Young Thug did not get a KO, so let's put Young Thug. The rookie finished with 13 KOs. Lasagna did not get a KO, so he's going to finish at 17. I think he's going to lead the team. Chuck E. Cheese gets 2 KOs, so he finishes the season with 15 KOs. And then MacBook got 2 KOs here, so he's going to finish the regular season with 8 KOs. That is 8 KOs in the span of 8 games, by the way. Had we had a full season pace, that probably would have been 16. Here, let me get my microphone a little bit closer to my laptop just so y'all can hear me. All right, there we go. Can y'all hear me better? Let's see. So that's it. Let's go to the next game real quick. That was going to be this one right here between Your Worst Nightmare. Sorry, Fun Gang versus Your Worst Nightmare. Your Worst Nightmare, they clinched the 1 seed already, so they just used their bench. Lost this game as well as the best leadoff in the conference. So let's see. We'll start with Fun Gang real quick. They get one last win out of here. All right, so Poro as the leadoff, 2 KOs. Not bad, not bad. We see the Farm got 1 KO, so he's going to finish with 19 KOs. Geralt did not get a KO. He finished with 16. Career best season for that Sephiroth. I think this is the only season where he actually started as a starter. Let's see. The Dark Pit finishes with 14. Urshifu finishes with 9 KOs, so not bad, not bad. This Banjo-Kazooie, his first full season since season 1, back when he was with Toronto. They went 6-10. Fun Gang over here, they go 7-9. All right, Your Worst Nightmare. They're gonna finish 11-5, number 1 seed in the Western Conference. So let's see. Oh wait, no, this is the Burritos. We need Your Worst Nightmare. So Colonists back-to-back leadoff losses to lose the All-Star Game slot. That All-Star Game slot is gonna belong to Low, as we have Rookie versus Rookie in the leadoffs. Let's see. The regular team did not play. Let's see. The Dark Pit. Oh wait, where's the Dark Pit? Here's the Dark Pit. Did get a KO, so he's gonna finish with 4 KOs. Zerby did get a KO, so he gets 1 here. Nightmare Virus did not get a KO, and then josephzilla finishes with 2 KOs. So that's gonna be it for the bench. The leader in KOs is gonna be Nightmare's King Deity Rice, 17 KOs in 14 appearances for the rookie. Not bad, not bad. Your Worst Nightmare, they are the number 1 spot. Did any Amiibashers get close to the MVP or an All-Star Game slot? That's what we're gonna calculate when we finish all this. So let me do the math real quick. We're going to have a bunch of duplicate screenshots, by the way. All right. All hail the MVP. Farmed. 25 KOs as a rookie. He is your Season 4 MVP. This is Joe's second time winning the MVP award with one of his Amiibo. And this is Detroit's first MVP. All right. First, let's do that red plus blue roster. They finished 2-14. Clinches the number 1 overall pick in the draft after expansion teams, but a 12-game losing streak to end their season. Just very sad, very tragic. All right, Power did not get a KO. We see Lord got a KO. Doomed Yuri got a KO. And Fred did not get a KO. Power is going to lead this team with 14 KOs for this team. So 14, 13, 13, 11, then 6. We also saw Hassan with 2 appearances, 2 KOs in there. As for Detroit, let's go to Detroit real quick. Once again, folks. All hail the MVP. All hail the MVP. 25 KOs. That is his second game-winning KO, by the way. He had a game-winning KO back in round 5 when Detroit. They had a big blowout with Deku Baba getting that leadoff win. Coming at you had 2 KOs. And Farmed also had 2 KOs. That was round 5 when Detroit faced off against... Who did they face off in round 5? Detroit. They faced off against... Trying to find them. Boston. Let's see, other things as well. Coming at you, gonna fall 1 short of the 20 KO club, so he's only at 19. Bloodflame did not appear, has only 11 KOs. So not as strong as the season as last season, but still a good acquisition for Detroit in here. Was able to get more game-winning KOs, which is kind of what they were hoping for. Dandori did not appear. Another regressive season for Dandori, but it's only 8 KOs in 10 appearances, though, so take that, what I just said, with a grain of salt. He had at least 1 KO in every game except 2, and that was early on in the season. Then, let's see. Deku Baba, leadoff wins. So that's going to put him with a leadoff win. As a leadoff, he's going to finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-8 with 9 KOs as a leadoff. Obviously, your best leadoff in the East, that's going to belong to Pant 1. In the West, that's going to belong to Low. Let's see what's next. It's going to be... We took like 3 screenshots. Oh, my goodness. Ditto Burritos versus Cinnabon Splitters. We saw... Yeah, that Amazon Lily with 3 KOs. That is surprising. Ditto, though, he snaps a 3-game lose streak as the leadoff, gets that leadoff win. We see Tilted got to 1 KO. He finished up with 19 this season. Layla did not get a KO. We see Did I Do got 1 KO, but not the game winner. And Memories gets no KOs here. That's going to be 3 consecutive games in a row where Memories does not get a KO. We'll see whether or not the Ditto Burritos want to make some sort of roster change or not entering the playoffs. They are going to face off against, I believe, Amiibo and Gage. We'll see. As for the Cinnabon Splitters, very strong end to this regular season. They win back-to-back games at least. Let's see. Cloud Jr. gets a KO. He's going to finish with 17. Amazon Lily also finished with 17. The rookie, very impressive season from her. If they can get the rest of this roster built together, though, this could be a threatening team. Wet Stick did not appear, so he finishes with 12 KOs. We have Mr. Ninja, got another leadoff loss. The Cinnabon Splitters might need to look at somebody else to improve in leadoff because let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10 as a leadoff. We'll see what the Cinnabon Splitters do in their leadoff position, whether they move on from Mr. Ninja or not in the draft. They're probably going to get a top 10 draft pick. We'll see. Immersion got a KO, and that's going to be the game winner. That is Immersion's 6th KO of the season, but she had 6 KOs in the span of about 11 appearances. Alright, afterwards we had the Swarm versus Veridog's team. So let's see, the Swarm. Where is the Swarm? The Swarm is going to be down here. We see Sidon finishes with 1 more KO, so he's going to finish at 16. Low, he is the best in the West for the leadoffs, the rookie. He went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 4 as a leadoff. So 12 and 4 for Low as a leadoff. He is the best in the West. Then let's see. I Don't Love You got a KO, including that game winner. So let's mark that. Actually, everybody got a KO. This was a 5-4, beautiful back and forth action. All right, so Baba Booey in their final game, their final stat is going to be 13 KOs. Vin Diesel did not have as strong as a season as he did last season. He had a fun stretch near the middle, but just was very inconsistent. Vin Diesel, CSharp's Ganondorf. We'll see if he can bounce back next season, whether or not he will. All right. Afterwards, Veridog's team. Let's update their roster real quick. Uproot finishes 1 more KO, so Uproot will finish with 20 KOs this regular season. Bob, he finishes with 19. Sauce Alder gets a KO. He's going to finish with 15. 910 did not get a leadoff win. And Starless finishes with 9. Sorry for that. Let's see. Then, Toronto, Flazer Draw, the white hot leadoff for this team. He's going to be, as a leadoff, let's see. So, Flazer Draw is a leadoff. Oh, dear, I accidentally messed up the math. This is supposed to be for Flazer Draw, not Kayleen. There we go. So, Flazer Draw is going to finish 4-1 as a leadoff. Went to 2-1 as a leadoff in the first 3 games for Toronto. Keep in mind. But 2 KOs in back-to-back games. Huge for Toronto. Got white hot at the right moment. We're going to see Silly did not appear once again. She has 14 KOs. Mordesk going to finish leading the team with 16, including that game winner. So this is going to be Silly's least productive season. But part of that low production is probably... This is going to be Silly's least productive season with Toronto. But Silly kind of got her role change as middle, do a whole bunch of KOs to game winner. So keep that in mind with the context. Silly, in terms of KO count, a little less productive, but she did get 6 game-winning KOs for Toronto in, in 14 appearances. So keep that in mind. Sorry, 12 appearances. So keep that in mind. Half of the games that Silly appeared in, she was getting game-winning KOs for this team. So keep that in mind as well. Kaivine going to finish with 1 KO here. And let's see, Nezuko did not get a KO here. Nezuko going to finish with 7 KOs, but she only played about half the season. This is back-to-back seasons where she only plays half of it, by the way. We'll see if she is able to play a full season for Toronto next season in Season 5. But, of course, Toronto, they're back in the big dance. They're back in the playoffs with a Season 1 and 2 MVP, so we'll see what they cook up. As for the Boston Brawlers, let's go to the Boston Brawlers real quick. The Boston Brawlers are going to finish the season. They had won back-to-back games, but that gets snapped. Yummers did not get a KO, finishes with 19 KOs. Agent P gets a KO here, finishes with 12. Quino Dingle, 2 KOs, going to finish with 12. House MD did not play. Les Blues did not get a leadoff win, so that's going to be 3 consecutive leadoff losses for Les Blues. Darkness, in 5 appearances, did not get a single KO, so he's going to replace Yo Saibi for least productive Amiibo. Yosaibi went 0-4 as a leadoff. That was 0-3 as a leadoff. Then we tried a different slot, but just did not really work for the Time Zone Squad, but they were able to bounce back from that. All right. After that, we had, let's see, it was going to be Miami versus the Novas. We see it's him, 3 KOs. We'll do Miami first. Let's see, Miami. Lil Nas X did not get a leadoff win against Daibo, so he's going to finish, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9 as the leadoff, so not bad. Not bad for the rookie. Let's give the number 1 overall pick a round of applause. He had that 3-kill performance in round 8, though. Round 8, that was when Miami faced off against, I believe, Bastion. Yeah, you're going to see a bunch of blowouts that happened, having against, like, Boston, Ottawa, Red plus Blue. Alright, let's see. Gengalzo did not get a KO. We saw Yamcha got 1 KO here. Yamcha's going to finish in the lead with 15 KOs. Gengalzo had 14. A break. This is Gengalzo's career best season, by the way, despite the fact Miami missed out in the playoffs. So don't feel bad. Sorry. So don't feel too bad for Gengalzo. Sub-Zero did not get a KO. Alright. Then, let's see. The Novas. Number 1 seed. Best record in the East. We're going to have Diabelle's leadoff win. She's going to finish with a record of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 5 as a leadoff. In most seasons, that would probably get you best in your conference, maybe even best, but just low, well, not columnist, but low and Pant 1 just existing. Diabelle's would be the 3rd best leadoff in the league, 2nd best in her conference. Alright, Valorex did get a KO, so he does finish in the 20 KO club. It's him, 3 KOs, so he's going to have 19 KOs to finish the season. I think that's going to be It's Him's career best, by the way. A plus to me did not need to appear, neither did Talk is Cheap, so A plus to me, finishing with 13 KOs. Talk is Cheap, it's going to be 5 KOs in 7 appearances. Alright, afterwards we had Ottawa versus Buffalo. Buffalo got the big win, even after already clinching a playoff spot. We'll do Ottawa first. So let's see. Taste got a leadoff loss to Criminal. Then we see Zeldina did not get a KO. Sauron got 1 KO. Papaya did not get a KO. Titus had his best game of the season, by the way, 2 KOs. But regardless, Titus, Taste, they both finished with 2 KOs. Zeldina, Sauron 13, and Papaya 12. I believe Ottawa is going to finish with the least amount of KOs this season with only 56. So 56 KOs for Ottawa. They're going to have the lowest amount of KOs. I don't think they have the worst differential, though. We need to double check the math on that. Alright, let's see. After that, Buffalo. So Buffalo used a bunch of different Amiibos. Let's go over here to Buffalo. Let's see. Voyager did not play. Donk did not play. Dabuffalo did not play. Tatsugiri did not play. Venus did play, however. 2 KOs for Venus. We saw Bubble Base get no KOs, actually. We saw, let's see, who is this? Pharma D did not play. Gancho got 2 KOs, including that game winner. So, let's put him in. Let's mark him. There we go. We had, is this Heim? Yeah, this is Heim. Did not need to appear. And then we see Criminal got a leadoff win. So let me mark that as a leadoff win. That's going to be it for Buffalo. Afterwards, let's see. Then we're going to have the Fantasy Feet Enthusiast versus the Time Zone Squad. So, Bis Clavette. She was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 2 as a leadoff, but she finished with 5 consecutive losses to finish 7 and 7 as a leadoff. Lego Batman did not get a KO, so she remains at 20. Ice Eater 40 got 2 KOs, so she finishes with 17 in her only season in the league. Econart gets a KO. Yuri gets a KO. That's going to put Econart at 15. That might be a career best for Econart, his first season out of Toronto. And Yuri, only 9 KOs, so not bad, not bad. But that's going to be it for the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts. They do make it into the playoffs, however. They do barely make it into the playoffs as the number 6 seed, so they do make it into the dance. If they can find the right momentum, though, they could, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Alright, then, the Time Zone Squad. Let's go to the Time Zone Squad real quick. Pancakes gets shut out, so he's only going to have 18 KOs. Crony gets 2 KOs, including the game winner. The rookie is also going to finish with 18 KOs. She's going to lead the team because, well, recency bias. Then Trident got 1 KO. He's going to finish with 12 KOs. Pump Patch got a KO. He finishes with 11. And Nokotan, leadoff win. She's going to finish with 5 KOs, but it's going to be 5 and 2 as a leadoff so far for the Time Zone Squad. Alright. Then, after that, there's going to be like a bunch of duplicates. JG Wentworth versus the Critical Crashers. There's like 13 games, so it's going to take a little while. Pant 1, leadoff win. 14-2 is the leadoff. That's going to be 15 total KOs. Big, big, huge. Smooth Criminal got a KO. JJ Vance did not get a KO. Smooth Criminal and Pant 1, by the way, they both finished with 15 KOs each. Smooth Criminal's going to technically lead because of recency bias. He had 2 KOs back in round 13. Purple Limbs did not get a KO. Neither did, actually, Channing Tatum did get a KO. Yes, yes. Alright, the Critical Crashers. We see Gloom Edge, leadoff loss. Chaos King, though, after having 3 consecutive games with no KOs, able to come in, get that game winner. 19 KOs from the rookie. Very impressive work. We see Freak got a KO. We see Informer did not need to play, so he finished with 10 KOs. And then Grim Knight got a KO as well, so he finished with 10. Gloom Edge going to have the least amount of KOs for his team at 9. Everyone else going to be, so it's going to be 19, 15, 10, 10, 9. Alright. Then, let's see. This is going to be 456 versus Edmonton. Let's do 456 first. It's Error gets the leadoff win against Crouch. We see MC Hammer. No KOs for MC Hammer. Finishes with 18 KOs. Mediafire, 2 KOs. So he's going to actually... I think this is Mediafire's best career season. Last season, he had 17. This season, 18. So he's still playing insane, even for a 456 squadron that missed out on the playoffs. Cyber Sands, best career season at 14 KOs. Duolingo did not get the deal done, so going to finish with only 8 KOs. I think... Okay, hear me out. The 456 squadron has a super strong middle in Cyber Sands, MC Hammer, Mediafire. They just need to get a better leadoff and or a better closer. If they can get that done, this team could be scary next season, in my opinion. We'll see what they do in the draft, however. But I do think they have the right parts built. They just need to get some of those right parts actually playing. Keep in mind, Valerios did not play for the squadron this season. He is still on the bench. So if anything, maybe you promote Cyber Sands to the leadoff, add Valerios back at 2 or 3. This could be a very scary team. Who knows, who knows? As for their opponent, Edmonton, the defending champions miss out on the playoffs. Crouch suffers a leadoff loss. That's going to put her at 0. We see Doofinator, 1 KO there, self-destructed. Shiori. Shiori's going to actually lead the team with the most KOs at 16. Very impressive season. This is her first full season. This is technically her sophomore season, but technically it's like a pseudo-rookie because she didn't play at all last season. You know how that works. Ascent MLL did not get any KOs. He finished with 13. AI Sonic. A down year for the Banjo-Kazooie, only finished with 9 KOs, but he did get a bunch of game winners at least for this team. Alright, 5 game winners, responsible for 5 of the 7 wins for this team. The other 2 belong to Ascent, MLL, and Shiori. Alright, let's see, where are we right now? 456 Edmonton. Alright, 2 games left to add to his data pool. Amiibo and Gage. They get that win over the Ceiling Fans. Ceiling Fans, it's a heartbreaking loss for them. Jacob as a leadoff, he only finishes with 4 leadoff wins. 4-12 as a leadoff, 4 KOs. We see Dr. Crockpot, he finishes with 20 KOs at least as a rookie. Doodle Bob got 2 KOs. We see Raikou with that game winner. She has 16 KOs. Her career best regular season. And we have Roy Wing got a KO too. The rookie Roy has 12 KOs. Pretty impressive as this team makes it into the playoffs. As for the Ceiling Fans, yeah, let's just skip the elephant in the room. Very heartbreaking. Doom does finish with 21 KOs at least. Gazan did not get a KO, remains at 12. Gary gets a KO, he's at 12. And we have Stardazer with 11 KOs. So 21, 12, 12, 12, 11. Not bad. The Ceiling Fans are still trying to find their way into the playoffs one day. Maybe next season will be it. We'll see. Then, let's see. After that, the last game of the night, that was this. Dynamic Divorce versus No Custody. We see Felnot gets a KO. He's at 20, career best. Aerith got 0 KOs, so she remains at 18. Vibin, leadoff loss, so he's going to remain at 11. Mythos got 2 KOs. That brings him up to 10 KOs of the season. Ted Temple, 2 KOs including the game winner. He is now at 7 KOs in his rookie season. Alright. Then let's see. No Custody. They're going to have to place Buffalo in the playoffs. Phipps did not get a KO, so he remains at 21. We see Gordlock. He had to come in for the first time since round 12 and did not perform. Glue Stink, 2 KOs to try to bring this back. back-to-back games with 2 KOs at... Oh, no, sorry. Glue Stink, 2 KOs. Star Slot's going to have 1 KO, so Star Slot, 13 KOs. Glue Stink, 14 KOs. Snake Tails finishes with the leadoff win. She finishes with 10 KOs. She's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 2 as a leadoff. All right. Not bad, not bad. So, with all that data said, let's see what those all-star rosters are going to be as we sort all 16 rounds. So let's see. Sort Z through A. Round 1, Round 2, sort Round 3, sort Round 4. You gotta do this one by one. I wish there was a faster way to do this, but 6, 7, we're halfway there. Then we'll sort the whole full thing. Let's see, Z through A, Z through A, Z through A, Z through A, Z through A. One last Z through A, and we have... Alright, then let's have that Z through A for here. Alright, so a recap of the final totals. Your Season 4 MVP is Joe's Byleth Farmed. 25 KOs as a rookie. That includes 3 in the final game. Second place in the MVP race. That's going to be a tie between Doom and Phipps. Failnut got 20 KOs, Uproot with 20, Valorx with 20, Dr. Crockpot with 20, Lego Batman with 20. So let me go over here. Let me write things down. Let me grab another piece of paper to see what your all-star rosters are. So let's see. Keep in mind, the managers for the all-star game rosters, the manager for the East is going to be Penger because they got the #1 seed with the Novas. The manager of the West is going to be Nightmare because they got the 1 seed in the West. So Nightmare, Penger, they are your general managers for the West and East conferences respectively. So let's see. Pant 1 is going to be your leadoff for the Eastern Conference. Obviously, the MVP farmed, he's going to be in there in the All-Star game. Then let's see. All-Star as a rookie. Phipps is going to be the big main link. So, congratulations to Phipps. You're in the All-Star game. Let's see. Failnut in the Eastern Conference. That is going to be Penger's choice whether or not they want to use Failnut or that. Let's see. We're going to need 2 replacements at least because I think there's another link as well. So let's see. Of course, it's going to be Penger's choice which link, which Violet they want to use. So let's see. Duplicates, that's going to include Failnut, Valorx, after Failnut and Valorx, let's see. That's West. It's him. Him is going to be an all-star game replacement. So it's him. Let's bring him in real quick. So it's him. Makes it to the all-star game as a replacement with 19 KOs. Then we're going to see, let's see. That is West. Coming at you is going to be the final all-star game replacement. J9K's King Deity for Detroit. So that's going to be your all-star game roster. So that's going to be your all-star game roster in the Eastern Conference. Pant 1 as a leadoff, Farmed or Failnut as a Byleth, Phipps or Valorx as a link. It's him as a replacement, coming at you as a replacement. So that's your East all-star game roster. As for the West, Low is going to be that. Let's see, all-star game. I forgot how to do the letter G. There we go. All right, as for the Western Conference, Low going to be your leadoff. Doom is going to be an all-star in his final season, so we'll see Doom one last time at least. Had that heartbreaking self-destruct for the Ceiling fans as they once again missed the playoffs. Uproot going to make it to the playoffs, so congratulations to Uproot. After Uproot, it's going to be Dr. Crockpot, also 20 KOs, and Lego Batman. So there are no King Deities in the Western Conference that get an all-star game. Had there been a replacement, it would have been Chaos King as a first in line, followed by Tilted, then Bob. Alright, so Dr. Crockpot as a rookie gets in, and so does, what was it? Lego Batman. Okay, I know Power had a great season for Red plus Blue. Power finished with 14 KOs, but in hindsight, looking at the trade, the Lego Batman Power trade, the fact that Lego Batman is an all-star like not even an all-star game replacement, just an all-star with 20 KOs, it's looking a bit bad for Red plus Blue, that trade, in hindsight. Alright, so just a recap of your all-star game rosters. It's going to be Low, Doom, up. Oh wait, there's 2 Dr. Marios. My bad. There's 2 Dr. Marios actually. So, I screwed up. There's 2 Dr. Marios. Yeah, Dr. Crockpot is also a Dr. Mario. So, whoops, my bad. Okay, so Lego Batman. Yeah, so Dr. Crockpot is a dupe, so it'll be up to Nightmare which Dr. Mario they want to use, either Doom or Dr. Crockpot. More than likely, probably as a gesture of respect, hopefully Nightmare chooses Doom, because it's going to be Doom's setting off from the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Then let's see. So, if Dr. Crockpot is duplicate, that means... Oh, this is going to be a very fun choice. It's going to be... You know what, how about this? We're going to give you a choice between anyone who is tied for the same amount of KOs. So let's see. In the Western Conference, Nightmare will get a choice between Chaos King. They can use the farm if they want to replace Lego Batman. So they can use Chaos King, Tilted, Bob, or... Yeah, Chaos King, Tilted, or Bob if they want to as a King Deity. So that's going to be Soy Sauce's King Deity, NetEase's King Deity, or 1AM's King Deity. In the Eastern Conference, let's see. Other Amiibo tied with 19 KOs. The other option is just Yummers if they want to. So Yummers could be an option if Panger wants to use Yummers in the All-Star game. We'll see what roster decisions Nightmare and Panger go with. Alright. So that's going to be it. Your best leadoff is going to be Pantwan. Comeback player. I think comeback player is probably going to be more Des, more than likely. We'll have to double check on that. Either more Des or Geralt, maybe both. Alright. Voyager had played last season. Alright, that's gonna be it for the regular season. Thank you guys for being here for the last 30 minutes. As there's been no game action. We've just been yapping about stats, all that, but thank you guys for being here. Alright. This concludes the regular season to season 4 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Thank you to everybody who participated, who sent Amiibo. For those of you who didn't make the playoffs this year, better luck next year. We hope to see you back for season 5 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. For the 12 teams who have made it in, specifically the 8 of you who did not get a first round bye, we will see you tomorrow night as the best of 3 series. They get started tomorrow.